All right then. I'm doing me a second live stream. Let me just say, if you watched that last live stream, um, that was the best live stream. I had to held back my anger, and let me just say, I am enraged, so so to speak, because people are trying to lie their asses off on live streams. I hear lie after lie after lie, and my name is brought up. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about that later on, right? Let's talk about this. And I want to say a shout out to Keep It Techie and to Pure Butterfly Spirit for because they were talking about this website. Um, and let me try to show this website, and this is it right here. Now, this is Project 2025 Tracker. If y'all want to keep up with Project 2025, um, as of today, is Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday, the February 25th. So we're like 1 month in and some change in the Trump administration. And Donald Trump accomplished when it comes to Project 2025 is 36%. So yeah, 1 month in, he already got 30 over. You know, you're gonna have 40%. You know, almost. So here is the objectives. Um, let's click right here, and you see it. You see the cut budget, U.S. aid. So all of this is completed. You know, um, and so forth. Um, and let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me X that out. And we can go down to over here to the State Department objective. So State Department, out of the State Department objectives, he got 89% completion when it comes to the um CPU acting up. Anyway, um withdraw funding from the United Nations Relief and Works, withdraw from the Human Rights Council, freeze assets, allocation of resources, and foreign aid. Um, so reinstate Mexico City policy banning groups that even communicate about abortion services. Um, permit flying divisive symbols such as rainbow flag or Black Lives Matter flag at U.S. embassies. Withdraw funding for the World Health Organization. Uh, withdraw from the United Nations educational, scientific, and cultural organizations. Really? Okay. See, I like facts. You know, I ain't gonna come on YouTube and just say you know, you always hear these mouth breathing idiots online. So, what did not happen yet is the withdrawal from the Education Scientific Organization yet. That's not started yet, but that I think that's going to be the last thing for the State Department goal when it comes to the um. So anyway, let's go to another one. Personnel. No, I'm gonna skip the personnel. This is the one that's concerning me. Hold on, there's 20 other agencies here. Other There's other agencies here, and he's not done with the Small Business Food Drug Administration, the Federal Trade Commission, Federal Election Commission. He ain't done with that yet. He ain't touched off on those yet. So let's just go over to here because this is more pressing when it comes to African American people in minority groups. take position that Humphreys violate the separation of powers. He completed that. The use of force. See, this is what, you know, the use of the full force of to investigate and prosecute state and local government institutes and higher education who have, what's this? Let me see here. It brings you over here. Yeah, it brings you over here. It brings you over here. So let me go back. Let me go back to this right here, and that's a PFD, a PDF file. So there's a lot of things, steps to attain cooperation with sanctuary cities, pursue death penalty for all appropriate crimes, empathize the importance of immigration offensives, prohibited the United States government from combating the spread of misinformation and disinformation. Right, yeah. Not started yet. The ones he had not touched is assured enforcement of voting rights from the criminal justice division to the criminal division. Why would you want to move the voting rights enforcement from the civil rights division to the criminal division? See, again, prosecute local, including that use their discretion not to prosecute criminal cases. Wait a minute. This right there is unconstitutional right here, right? It says local officials, right? Prosecute local officials, including district attorneys, that use their discretions not to prosecute a criminal case. Okay. This is Queen. I'll bring him on the panel, Queen. I'll bring him on the panel. Keep Tacky mentioned this. Pure Butterfly mentioned this the other day, but this was talked about on Uncut Underground live stream, and let me say that was the best live stream I've been on in a long while. I gotta say shout out to Ty City. The Freeman's Bureau still exists, Queen. It's still the Freeman's Bureau still exists, Queen. So it still exists. It's still on paper. It's just the thing is it's not funded. So it still exists. I actually told you it exists. So
I mean, we need to fund it, motherfucker. We need that shit.
Right.
Let me change my avatar. Maybe an avatar for the avatars out there watching.
Now I already said what. Listen. I already did that live stream. I already said what I want to say on that. I already said.
To talk about it. I'm just saying. I'm just changing my avatars for the avatars so they can feel more comfortable while they listening with their stupid ass. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
What is this?
This is the Project 2025 tracker.
I didn't even know they had a tracker.
Yeah. So Donald Trump is 36. Yeah, he's 36% within 1 month at breakneck speed. He accomplished 36%, and that's 1 month into his administration.
How many days he been in office?
30 days. What,
It's only been 30 days.
35 days, a month
35
and
days.
5, yeah,
Well,
35 days at least, yes.
you know that blueprint was for 180 days.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. So it gave itself a 6 month timeline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't nothing I can do about that. Maybe my phone's too late. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. Ramil doesn't seem to know a lot about political history, but he definitely present. Man, that live stream, that was a classic live stream. That live stream. I was enjoying myself on that live stream. That live stream was a classic. That was a classic live stream. You know, uh, they was. Ooh, that was one of the best live streams I've been on. I gotta say that was one of the best. They didn't kick me off. You know, I was half-ass treated with the fuck respect that I fucking deserve and shit. And yeah, I didn't even you know,
You gonna make me go over and look for this live stream.
man, I'll play it over here if you want, because
Oh yeah,
there was a
let's
lot
say
of
it. Say it.
yeah. Ty Cities with Hood Sir to keep it 100. Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on. You know what? Yeah, you know what though? I was waiting for. I'm gonna do this with a peer because she was talking about this too. So I'm gonna bring it up with her. Might do a live stream with her later on about this. But this is like some of the they right here. They're gonna target the LGBTQ community here. Uh, um, with the whole transgender ideology, and
I
they're
told
going to.
people all this shit because I was reading it Project 2025 shit. This shit, a motherfucker want to argue.
Okay, now this right here is stupid, right? Eliminate the office of general counsel, the office of congressional affairs, the office of public affairs within the FBI. Wait a minute, isn't it? That's supposed to be the goal between the executive and the, you know what?
There is no go between. Trump is gonna be motherfucking the first king of America. Shit.
No. When I say eliminate, the job of the general counsel and the office of congressional affairs is really the goal between the DOJ and Congress.
Well, ain't none of
So
that shit gonna exist.
right,
None
um,
of it. Congress ain't gonna even exist if he get done what he want to do. Ain't none. The government as we know it don't exist. Ain't gonna exist no more.
now this right here, that's in progress. This is going to be a court case. This somebody is going to get sued behind this right here is a lawsuit in progress. So you're going to go
And
after local officials? Wait a minute. The federal government should not go after local officials for if they decide not to prosecute a crime. I know what this is about. This is about um DAs going after who refuse to target illegal immigrants in sanctuary cities.
Elon finna go to jail.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see here. Uh, combating. No, this is already completed. This, right here. There's gonna be a lawsuit on this right here. This right here is what I'm scared of. It
What?
has to reassign enforcement of voting rights from the Civil Rights Division to the Criminal Division.
Bring back Jim Crow.
Yeah, that's the scary part right here. Nobody ain't talking about that, you know. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that later on. I'm gonna discuss that later on because it'll wait. Because see, yeah, um,
People don't be listening. They want to argue and shit. Don't read shit. I'm like, I'm reading this shit. He's campaigning this. No, he
May
not.
said,
Oh, okay.
May said, people, Big J, people saw you in different light on that political stream. No, I have always been political. The problem, well, never mind. I ain't. You never mind. You just, yeah. Let me go to that live stream with
He
Ty.
already tied up in court, so he finna start hitting some snags in the road. The birthright citizenship shit was blocked, and ultimately they told him hell no. So that's not going nowhere. Um, he the White House and Trump signed an affidavit to the court that said that Elon is not overdosed, even though they done made statements and have also signed documents that said he was overdosed, but he said in the court affidavit that Elon is not. So basically, they're gonna have to walk that back. And if they walk it back, the courts are going to tell them that Elon has to go through the same processes that other people have to go through to sit in certain positions in government. And if they don't walk it back, they're gonna lock Elon ass up.
Right. And I'm glad George just said they want states' rights until that governor does something that Trump disagrees with. Then Trump goes, yeah. So that goes against um, Article 1. That goes against Article 2 of the Constitution. It also goes against the 10th Amendment of the Constitution. You're
Trump
supposed to
don't
have
give a damn
federalism.
about no constitution.
No,
Trump think he
no.
can do whatever.
Hold on. So
Oh,
I'm trying to make a framework. It goes against the 10th Amendment. So there is going to be a lawsuit and some other shit. So you might as well just go ahead and start filing impeachment papers right now. Where are any of these Democrats, these libertarians, or people from the Freedom Caucus? Y'all might go ahead and start filing impeachment papers right now, because that right there, you going after a state governor for a state law, or a city doing their little ordinance when there's no federal court saying. See, I mean,
just
those.
because everybody that vote against him is some kind of way they plan on getting them out of their seats.
Mm-hmm.
And their whole goal is to install a bunch of loyalists or yes men, people that just gonna do what Trump say.
Right.
The
I mean,
problem. Go ahead.
yeah. May said, I mean, those who don't come to your channel. May, you know what? I ain't gonna say what I really what I really want to say. I just, like, whatever. I just, anyway. Let me go over the Thai cities real quick, because that shit. Let me go over the Thai real quick. Yeah. AOC. They already made a threat to AOC already. They already made a threat to Jasmine Crockett already. So.
They threatened Jasmine?
Oh yeah. They already did.
What they say?
It's very nuanced and hinted. Yeah, but let me go over here real quick. Right.
As long as it's not agreed.
Hold on. Let me put this up here because it's Thai City. I respect Thai, so out of respect for Thai City, I'm not gonna play the entire damn thing. But let me just put this up here. It's fair use, Section 107, Copyright Act 1976. Yeah, out of respect for Thai City and Underground. Huh? What is she? What is she referring to? Anyway.
Because all these other politicians got.
Let me see. Let me go to when is have a buffer zone.
Okay, let's go do
real quick. The last super chat. So America is not a startup. It's not a tech company, right? It's not like you got to try to get a profit off certain expenses. Because like how many disabled people are there in America? It's not a majority, right?
But that's a Citizen Lou talking. You might heard her Citizen Lou talk a couple of times.
I know who Citizen Lou is. Shit, I used to go to his channel.
I know, but I'm just explaining for the other people, Queen.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. My bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just explaining to other people that this is where keep it tech. He brought this up over here, right? He brought this website that I was talking about earlier.
If you implement the policy, it doesn't fucking matter who wrote it.
The co-author just got confirmed in the cabinet, bro. I just putting that out there.
I understand that, but all I said one thing. All I said was they didn't write it.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That's fucking irrelevant.
I just said they didn't write it. Y'all don't doing it.
That's irrelevant. Like,
hey, Ramil,
Ramil. I don't understand what Ramil's point is. I really don't, because the people who wrote the paper has been appointed. So I don't understand it. He think because though Trump did not campaign on it, that I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, you go ahead and just play it.
We know
that's all I said.
Nah, look at this though, bro. Everything that's in that actual document, they checking off.
Okay, what's bad? Let's see the bad.
And let's look at the source. You can go right here to the source.
I got you.
This is Project 2025 right here.
I got you, but what's the bad? Let's look at the bad part. What's on here that's bad? Educate me.
What's bad is that Project 2025 was basically just issued by a think
Let's
tank,
look at some. What are they cutting?
Foundation.
Let's look at this.
People,
come on.
These are the real unaccountable, fucking shadow figures controlling everything.
So you don't care that this is written by some white supremacist motherfucker, bro?
See what it's about. Like,
I can't go through the whole thing for you, bro. It's kind of hard.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this.
Again, who gonna stop this shit?
And nobody. This looks like bullshit anyway. What is this? You would prioritize for faith-based order? I thought separation of church and state. Fuck that.
The administration issue. The administration issue.
Let me say this. Ramil, come on, bro. A lot of the shit that's been going on is totally unconstitutional, totally outside of this shit that's going on.
What article of the Constitution was violated? Let's get specific.
Again, separation of church and state. That's what they just did.
Well, if they're trying to abolish the Department of Education, that's unconstitutional because that's the act of Congress.
What amendment is violated by? I'm just confused.
Okay, so the Constitution is not just the amendments, brother.
Article 2.
I know
actually, it's Article 1. Article 1 of the Constitution.
Okay. Now this when I came in, Queen. This is when I came in. So, I fucked up. Oh, here you go.
Just stop saying it, but I'll put the link in the chat for anybody that want to see it.
No, because I want to. Do they got an app for that? Because
you wanted me to? Oh yeah, it's just a site. Let me put it in the back.
I was looking at it.
Oh my bad, I didn't know. I would have kept it up.
Bro, I want to see that shit because, man, I misled a lot of y'all, man. I literally said that Project 2025. Trump said he didn't have nothing to do with it, and throughout the whole campaign, they were denying this shit, and they got me. And
yeah, I'm sharing it again.
They got me.
I'm sharing it again if you want to put it back up though.
Hey, they got me.
My question is once again to what amendment or article of the Constitution are they violating by cutting off this money to some of this bullshit?
Article 1.
Because Article 1 of the Constitution, the House of Representatives begins the branch of government that holds the purse strings of spending. So if no president or nobody else, no agent should not cut any program that Congress does. The spending part of the House should, they're the ones allocated the money. So if they're giving out the money out, why take it away? So it is constitutional. Unconstitutional.
But there's laws. Okay, so my thing is there's laws behind how that money is spent, and the executive branch is the one who executes the law. That's literally their job. So if they have
but if the law is
God. Queen, you there? Oh, I guess she at work.
I'm here.
Oh my God.
What?
No, I just like is what Ramil said. I just like, can't you? Oh, whatever.
I
Right, but
mean, if he
so
don't
if
know,
the
he don't
spending is
know. At least he asking.
Yeah, I guess so.
unconstitutional, or if it's going to something an unconstitutional practice.
But that's the thing, though. A lot of this stuff was put in bipartisan. A lot of these agencies were created bipartisan. That means it went through Congress to get approved in order to set up these agencies. So they had the checks and balances in it when they created these organizations. You can't just cut out funding on that shit. That's what we're trying to say.
Right. Like you cannot in a federal department of fiat. It has to be Congress itself to vote to abolish that federal department.
A lot of these departments are agencies that weren't created. But
that's not true, Ramil. That's not true.
So every agency was made by Congress.
Yes. Like the NLRB, the National Labor Relations Board, they had the National Labor Relations Act.
Oh wow!
Like the Department of Agriculture.
What?
I'm just amazed at the fact that Ramil think agencies just spring up out of no goddamn where. It's crazy.
Right.
Like Trump and his Doge shit is not orthodox. That shit is weird. It's not a real agency that don't stand up in the court of law. That's why Elon Musk ass is walking the line or going to hell to jail.
Yeah.
Hey, the EPA, like
the IRS.
All of these things.
That's what I'm saying. But not every agency was made by the legislative branch. Man, you got.
Which one? So which one was it? Which one was
it? The agencies are created by the executive branch to enforce the laws passed.
Exactly.
By
That's what I'm talking about. So does he have a constitutional right to change those agencies?
You can change it. You can abolish the agency.
Right. You can change it.
Wait, hold on. I gotta laugh at that shit in that chat room, man. I gotta laugh at that shit in the chat room. Project Monahan 2025. Damn.
Not Project Monahan.
Project Monahan. Yo. Oh man, that's some BJ's Igmore type of shit.
Project Monahan.
Yo, stop it.
That's what the problem is.
You can fire make it people. To where it's not. You can't make it to where the agency is no longer effective.
And see, that's the thing. Ramil, I'm looking at Ramil. Listen to this though. Like the Supreme Court just ruled that the AID stopping the funding was unconstitutional. You can go look; it's all in the news. They pushing back against this shit now.
No, I understand that's going to be regular. My thing is, I just think right now the law is being tested as far as who has the.
Oh yeah, they definitely tested,
and I think it needs to be tested because once again, there needs to be a shakeup, in my opinion. I just think this needs to happen, regardless of the outcome.
Well, hey, it took the Nazis 53 days to take over the government. So
well, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But speaking about Eon, right now, I'm looking at NASA, right? Because I like outer space stuff. I know that the SLS system that's supposed to take people back to the moon in 2027. I noticed that's been demolished because they want to replace that with Eon's spaceship, or what is it called, Starship. So yeah, I need to do a video on that. Because I think it would, if that comes out to be true. Oh, Eon's going to jail. Okay. Well, let me shed some light on this. Right. When Boeing created Starliner was a space capsule. Supposed to ferry people, from the Earth to the moon, or Earth to the International Space Station. Well, there's been a series of delays because there's been leaks. Air leaks, when they send the unmanned one to outer space as a test, they kept having leaks, and then there was leaks on the one that was supposed to be launched back in November of last year. They're supposed to send somebody to the International Space Station, and there were people who stuck in the International Space Station still. There are people who came back home within a year. Their feet has not touched the Earth in a year. They stuck in space, and we're just sending them food. Yeah, and it's been brought up, but I surmise that that Elon's behind that, because how come SpaceX is no longer being launched from the state of Texas, is now being launched in Florida at the Kennedy Space Station? He's no longer launching it from Brownsville. He's now launching it at Cape Cod and Cape Kennedy. So that needs to be, that needs to be talked about. I'm sure nobody had not really talked about that part. Now, I know everybody else is on that gender warring bullshit, but but with the shit Trump doing, but nobody really watching the fraud was going on inside the space agencies. And I'm noticing that the SLS has leaks and it was leaks in mechanical issues for the past 2-3 years. No, I think that we need to investigate Elon. I think Elon is fucking everybody else's shit so that he can get all the profits.
Bro, not only that,
it needs to be investigated.
Hey, not only that, this nigga Elon, this nigga lost a fucking test spaceship in space. Don't nobody know where this shit at. This shit just floating around.
They lost astronauts in space. It's 2 astronauts still not coming back.
They're not lost, nigga. They're not lost. They're just up there.
They can't come
back. Can't come back home. They can't come back home.
But hold on, wait. That's different than a fucking random spaceship flying in space. Don't nobody know where it's at.
Yeah, 2 humans in space.
Hold on. A spaceship can land on your head, nigga. The fuck?
Dude, what is the chance?
Yeah, okay. There was a crash in Africa. I don't know if you heard about that about a month ago or so. Something from outer space or something from the sky landed in I think it was West Africa or Central Africa. They claim it came from outer space. It's happened about, I want to say, a month ago, 2 months ago.
Something from space crashed in Africa.
Yeah, and they don't know what it is. I mean, it's man-made. It's man-made. They know it's man-made. It's just that they don't know who built that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they don't know, because they don't know it's the Russians, the Chinese, the Americans, or the European. They don't even know who built that. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it. It looks like a round, it looks like a willy, a pulley thing, not pulley, a willy, a gear. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gear. Yeah. So somebody launched that motherfucker. It's cracked. You know what? I gotta do a video on that. If I do, I'll email you about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Is that happening?
What? Exactly. What are the what do you mean? What are the chances of that? You don't know where it's at, nigga.
So you know how big the Earth is.
It's higher. The chances are higher when you got deregulation. That's
the chances are not.
The chances are a whole lot higher when you don't have it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Probably gonna go into the water. Most of the Earth is water. Okay.
First off, that's not good.
And let me since we own that, Queen. Most of your satellites and spaceships and stuff, they dump their, everybody keeps saying, it lands in the ocean. Yes, not any ocean. They land every space debris that, if they got to land get rid of a satellite or a space station, like Station Mir, they crash it in one area of the Earth where it's between Chile and it's in South Pacific, where there's no islands, no countries at, no islands, no civilization. So they landed there. It's called the Cemetery of Spaceships. Is in the bottom of the ocean, and if people dive down there, you see nothing but old spaceships, satellites, what may have you, But anyway, that's just a sidebar I'm just putting out. So anyway,
but because both of them,
it's two humans stuck in space.
But they're working up there. They have food. They have communication.
They can't last forever.
They're not gonna be up there forever.
They literally are stuck. They cannot come back. They should have been back.
They're not. I mean,
they're asking Elon to bring them back.
No, they already got plans to bring them back. It's supposed to happen like September.
The reason,
right. It's a whole plan.
Right.
It's a whole plan.
Supposed to have been back already. They've been stuck.
But y'all
never get them back. Elon promised to get them back. Like.
No, and this is what happened too, brother. Because people take it right. No, so what they were gonna do, since the plan went off, they just keeping them up there to do the next mission instead of going up there, bringing them down to Earth, and sending a whole new crew out.
They like coming back. Okay.
Where you stay?
That's a cover story, bro. Them niggas is not.
You don't even know. You don't even know what they're doing up there. You don't even know what they're doing up there.
I know they're not coming back. I know they stuck.
I know they're not stuck. They got a plan to get them back.
They literally already came out and said they were stuck.
Okay, so minus your deflection, nigga. There's a random fucking.
Who is saying they stuck? Ramil.
If I'm talking about something like a random.
Yeah. Ramil saying that they're stuck.
Ramil needs to hush.
Yeah. He
think to be quiet and listen.
Right.
Spaceship in the sky. You bring up some bullshit that we're not talking about. That's a deflection.
Why are we talking about one random spaceship when there's thousands of satellites that's decommissioned that's just floating around out there?
That's
is that deflection? No, it's just saying
it is a deflection because that's not what. Because they were investigating to go over the spaceship. They sent the nigga like $1 million in civil penalties.
Right.
Putting your point in perspective. That's all it is.
Okay. And the thing is though, when they was supposed to return those astronauts back. It just happens that the SLS system had leaks and shit. I hope people are computing what Elon's doing because it's like every little thing that's one of his competitors, something's wrong's happening to their operation. But he's always coming up in there.
Should that stay the way it was? Stayed the way it was? Should it just kept going that way?
But what if it's not Elon messing with everything? What if it's literally like these agencies are just letting stuff go into disarray? And like Elon's one of the only person because he's spending money of his own that he got to try and make up to get it fixed.
No, because I don't know what I said after that, but it was more about what happened to Space Lab. Now, Space Lab is like they do the same thing that Eon does, right? Space Lab is based in New Zealand, right? They're badass. I actually own stock in Space Lab. I own stock in that. They launch satellites all the time. They're better than what Eon's doing. Eon trying to undercut them and undercut Bezos. Bezos has the new the Blue Origin spaceship. He's undercutting them as well. So it's not just it's just United States government. It's not just NASA. He's undercutting. No, he's undercutting every other. He's cutting out the private space companies too. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I see, bro. Because that's a way of rooting out of pretty much black people, in my opinion. That's what I think is the ultimate goal. It's a way of removing black people getting out of it. No, okay. Well,
worry about black people right now.
Okay, well, yeah, we the last thing. They trying to get the Jews out, I guess, first, and then
they work. Wait, what?
They eventually gonna get to us.
Okay.
Right. Well, no, they already get black people make up like a large share of federal workers. They already get black people out.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So, Question. So, do you guys think everything should have just remained the same as it was? So everything had just kept going as it was with no sort of disruption?
Well, I agree. I agree with. I mean, y'all might laugh at me, but I agree with what the nerd dude said that we watched earlier. Don't go in with a wrecking ball. You should cut this shit more surgically.
So you do agree it should be some change?
Yeah, I'm sure it is some waste and abuse that happens all the time. They even have like a organization that tracks that shit within the Department of Defense. Report for waste and abuse to that.
Missing.
Yeah. But the shit that they're cutting is not even a dent in the damn budget.
You said what?
I said the stuff that they're cutting is not even 5% of the budget. So they not making no cuts that's significant to anything. They ain't doing. They making cuts that's gonna fuck over the citizens.
Right. And Lou brought what's going on, Pierre? What's going on, Pierre? Lou brought this up, right? And we're talking about. I think though later on we were talking about the Defense Department because that's where the bulk of a lot of the spending, stuff is at. And I'm you know what? Let me in like I said, I'm going to respect Ty City, so I'm not going to play the entire conversation. That's one of the best live streams I've been on. Well, yeah, we kind of. Let me go over here real quick because we kind of went to the Ukrainian war.
They want to own it. They want to control it.
Exactly. So your argument about like them winning, no, if you pushing them back, that's winning.
No, if they were winning, they would not be trying to. They would not have caved in and gave
hold on. See, Hegseth came out like a few days ago, and said that Ukraine is not going to get back the territory that they lost.
Yeah, that's because they trying to make a
buffer zone. I'm sorry, go ahead, Techie.
They basically working with fucking Russians. They basically doing a deal with the Russians. Yeah, that's why they're saying they're not gonna let them get their land back.
But this is what I'm saying. And even people said that Keith Hegseth jumped the gun.
Yeah, he shouldn't have jumped. Yeah, he jumped the
gun. Right, he
should
never said that because my thing is, he said that Ukraine lost a lot of their fucking territory.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the best course though is have a buffer zone. I think the deal is create a buffer zone between the eastern part of Ukraine, the lost Oblast, and the in Ukraine proper used as a neutral zone of sorts. That's what I think. That's what I think the deal with with Hegseth and Trump is trying to create is a buffer zone.
And then also, if you want to say that's your country, you obviously would want to make a deal. I'm not saying it may not be in your best interest. You know what I'm saying? You still could be keeping the enemy back. But if you make a deal, bro, they still got a whole part of their country they trying to protect. So you saying just keep warring with these people and they dropping bombs and shit? Or whatever?
They chose it. They the ones who
was finna happen. What? Okay, so.
I'm out of Russia, Ukraine. I'm out of the loop, bro. Like I said, I done read so much conflicting shit, bro. It's not even funny.
So I kind of try to read sources from everywhere around the world. I just put one YouTube dude, like this is the Chinese. He's a Chinese guy, but an American guy, and this is like one of the best perspectives that I get.
Wait. Did Russia? See, I've read that Russia needed like North Korean soldiers to help and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I say, bro. They get this.
Nah. It wasn't they needed them.
Koreans ain't had no active combat.
Yeah. Let me go to the other. Let me go further. It's some shit. Go.
These right niggas. I'm talking about provide the actual data.
I think though the only person who might have the actual number is Malcolm Nance.
Bro, that nigga Scott really is a Russian fucking student.
Yeah, he is. But that's what you listen to. You could say Russian opinion, and then you got
you do know he was a whistleblower,
John
right?
Mearsheimer that's going to give you the American.
You do know he was a whistleblower, right?
I know he was. I know he went to jail.
Hold on. Do you know he was a whistleblower? You know he was a whistleblower.
Hold on.
Yeah. I ain't gonna play the entire thing, Queen. It's just that I it's one of the best live streams I've been on. I'll say at least in years I'll put it like that. Yeah. But I did. But anyway, let me stop sharing that. That's I'm gonna respect Ty City on that. But that's one of the best live streams I've been on. But oh yeah, Pierre got that. You know what? Let me play Pierre's video. Let me play that video she did. Hold on, let me go in my history, and we're gonna go play. Let's play that. Let me find that. Let me see. Wait a minute. Where is it at? Where is it at? I know I had it. What? How come I ain't showing my? Oh, here it is. Let me see. Let's play it. Let's get. Let me put Pierce. Let me see here. I got it, Pierre. I was looking at my history thing here. So let's go ahead and play this. I should be asleep. Shit, I should be asleep, but I'm kind of hot because anyway. So, Queen, you up? Queen. Oh, she must have went to sleep. Let me put her on mute. Yeah, she went to sleep, y'all. Yeah. So let me play with Pure put up.
Because this is one of the town halls that is happening all over the country where Project 2025 has took root with Trump, with Elon Musk, and with these white supremacists. And this is what is happening right now, or has happened in Idaho this week, I think it was. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Now, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is very well known, not Coeur d'Alene in itself, but a lot of the white racists, skinheads and what have you, they live in Idaho. And I'm going to tell you, Idaho is a beautiful state. But a lot of these white racists are there. And watch what takes place. They're talking about Roe v. Wade.
Hold on. Queen, you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Queen, you up? Oh, okay. I thought that you was asleep.
I did fall asleep, but I'm up.
Oh, damn. I said, hold on, let me put you on mute for a minute because I heard you snoring.
I was snoring.
Yeah, though you was snoring. Hey, Pierre, do you want to jump on the panel or no? This might last for 10 more minutes because I need to go to bed my damn self. So
yeah, I took some sleeping medicine. It's on me. It's on me.
Oh, it's on you. Okay. Let me see if Pierre wants to come on for at least 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes, because I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta go to bed my damn self. So, okay, all right then. Well, I'm gonna play you. Let me play you video.
Oh wow! How many?
No. She's talking about her dog. She called him puppy still.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah. So let me finish Pierre's video here.
Okay.
Ever since she says women are dying behind this.
Are protected against having to be forced to do abortions. All right, hold on one moment here. Okay, and again, you folks who are just popping off with stupid remarks, you are not taking into account the people sitting next to you. there's a bunch of people that came here to hear them. There's an opportunity for you to sound off, but not right now. And
So clearly they have no respect for women and their voices concerning their bodies or anything. This is Project 2025.
Bro, they
This is
condescending.
legit
Tom
Project
is talking to her,
2025
even though
in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho right now. Okay? He has no respect for the women voicing their opinions in this town hall. Watch what happens.
not smart enough to know that. You're just crazy people. And what we're doing right now is just pausing while we if you can't be civil, get out.
Get up or be. Tell me if this doesn't look like the start of The Handmaid's Tale. Tell me if this does not look like the start of The Handmaid's Tale. Look at these men.
So you know, folks, when our nation began, there was some really.
You're gonna arrest her?
No, I'm not recognizing you. What would you like to do? So yes, we're gonna get to him. We're gonna get to him. I promise. We'll get to him. Plenty of chance. This is not a negotiation. But, you know, the problem is
that the police?
It appears to be.
I see they got their badges around their neck. They detect. I bet they ass off duty too. Look at this shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a predominantly white state. You know what I'm saying? So hey, they voted for this shit.
Right.
Yeah, hey, look, that's what they voted for. I'm not mad at nothing that these motherfuckers voted for. Put your rattle your ass up and get ready. God damn it. Because it's like people that say I don't know. I just fundamentally want to just pimp slap their ass. Because what's wrong with you? How do you not know?
Right.
The man was saying this shit out his mouth.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know, come on, stop it. No.
Oh, he said he don't got nothing to do with it. Well, if your dumb ass would take 10 minutes to look at Agenda 47 and then 10 more minutes to look at Project 2025, then your dumb ass would have seen that he was lying. And if you listen to what he was saying, you would know he was lying.
Listen, they voted for Trump out of hate. They listened to let's hate the immigrants. The immigrants hated black people. Haitians were eating dogs. It was always the other. Gay people are doing this, and it's always about the othering of somebody else.
Gay shit. Like, I get it. I'm not a fond of alternative lifestyles in my damn self. But I'm not fit to vote against my best interest because 1% of the population live a way I don't like. So fuck everybody. We gonna go. I say y'all is stupid as hell. What's wrong?
Right.
Trump always runs on hate. His campaigns are always hateful.
Yeah. Black men voted against black women, women in general.
Actually, that's not true.
Well, if you let the internet tells it, but you let social media tells it.
We deal with the data, and the data shows that black people did not vote for the pasty white reformed orange Cheeto. Okay, because he ain't getting no sands no more. I don't know if anybody noticed it. That motherfucker.
He's pale white. What happened? What happened? Yeah, he pale white.
Fuck that color shit. He said he a white man. God damn it.
No. I'm not saying it's okay, Pierre. I'm just talking about what I've been noticing. People are voting for Trump out of hating somebody else or hating some other group, or they ain't really hate on. They're not really Yeah, orange spray tan, Big J. Anyway, yeah, let's play this a little bit more of this.
He ain't putting that spray tan on no more. Shit.
You're right.
Look at this shit.
The reality is there's a whole bunch of great things that are happening. The problem is we got a bunch of rabble rousers who just.
Let's get a close up on these.
We got a bunch of rebel rappers.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of rebel rappers.
Are these
Shut
elected
your ass
men
up.
in the government? Are these men who are police officers? What are they? Who are these men? Who are these men?
They
right
look
here?
like detectives.
Who are they?
Militia members, at least.
They look like
They don't look
off-duty
like cops to
detectives.
me.
Detectives where they either wear
They
they
don't look
badge
like they've taken an oath
on their
in
belt,
law enforcement.
You
or
said
they
what?
wear it around their neck. The detectives either wear they badge on their belt, carry it in their wallet, or wear it around their neck. They got their
True.
shit around their neck.
Enforcement, none of that. Let's look.
So, the thing is, what I'm doing up here is I'm simply over talking.
Oh wait, hold on. He said his name. Let's go right back. Yeah.
What I'm doing up here is I'm simply over talking because your voice is meaningless right now. And we're just taking care of the rabble rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down and we'll get back to here for the legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on.
Pause
And
it.
it's this little girl.
Yes, go ahead.
Pure. What are you talking about? They ain't got to show no badge. They is a white man. They is white men. They can do what the hell they want to do. Okay? Especially to your woman ass. If he grabbed that bitch by her hair and drug her out, who was gonna say something? And who was gonna do something? He got whatever authority he decides he got. He won't. And this is what they voted for.
Is
Cheers
afraid
to
to
him.
leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem that we're struggling with so many of the cases? Is they want to.
He calls her a little girl.
He said
This
she don't want to
grown
suffer the
woman.
consequences. God damn.
What?
You
What?
hear him say she was doing that, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. You hear what he said? Right, this is bananas.
If she was black, he would take that flashlight that's in the back, probably knock over her head. If she was a black woman, tell you that.
If she was a black woman, that shit wouldn't even be happening.
Yeah. Well, true.
This shit wouldn't. This is not some shit that would happen in a predominantly black area. We ain't going.
The disrespect
not finna do
from
this.
these males in this town hall meeting calls this woman, this grown woman, a little girl.
And not struggle with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation where these folks are trying to filibuster and shut this down. Unfortunately.
What?
He just put his hands on her.
Yeah.
Bro, I would have pistol whipped his ass. Bitch. No, you better keep your hands off me. Do the men outnumber the women in this space? Cause see, the women should have they should have squatted up and got to whooping some ass up in there.
Right. Well, hold on. Let's keep on playing this. Let's keep playing this.
Okay.
To all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to you. In the meantime, I know we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here. Here. No, I shouldn't be brutal. You really should be allowed to cry. No, extreme. You should be able to allow to interrupt. Let's go.
Don't touch her. Yeah, don't touch her. Get your dumb ass hands off of her.
Now, let's go.
This man is assaulting me. Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy? No, don't fucking touch us. Is he a deputy? These are deputies. Who the fuck are these men?
So how about that? Hey.
He's bending her arm back.
It's the fact that ain't nobody trying to help her. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just cooperate, it'll be 100 times better. Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims. You refuse to identify yourself. Who are you? Who are you?
But the problem is this. They didn't come here to listen. They came here to interrupt.
So I'm going to link to this article.
I don't even want to hear what he has to say. This one, they don't mean a little girl.
Yeah. I gotta. Yeah. He said. Pierce said, yes, the males, not men, and outnumbered the women. It gets worse. She says. Yeah, you know what?
That's their first problem. Because when you don't go in those spaces where the men outnumber the motherfucking women, that means that's the place that you don't need to be as a woman. Especially if you ain't got no goddamn weapon. I don't know why women think they safe around me. I'm sorry. And I hate to sound like them goddamn divisive and shit, but I mean, just as a woman, just for self-preservation. We know the nature of men in just in a natural environment. What the fuck is you doing? And then you gonna go in there and talk shit by yourself? Taboo.
She says a political town hall.
What kind of meeting it was? Okay, you live in first of all, you live in a predominantly white area. Okay, and white people elected the fool that's in the seat of police right now. So if you thought you was safe as a woman going into them meetings talking shit, you's a fool. You's a whole ass fool.
Yeah, just to let you know, the Constitution only applies to white males in that arena. Well.
A lot of people ain't even prepared for it. Don't even begin to know how to deal with it, how to fight it, how to protect themselves. Nothing. This is going to be a whole mess. We on the today.
And I'm gonna say this: wait until there is a school shooting or another workplace shooting. Because I said this on Ty's channel, on that other live stream with Uncut Underground. Because I told people Donald Trump is not pro Second Amendment. Wait until two more shootings happen, because it's going to happen, right? And Donald Trump is going to flip his wig and start talking about gun control and check away guns. Watch it, it's happening. And them same old Second Amendment ass idiots are going to talk about, well, I guess we got to sign up for that.
Watch, it's coming. It's gonna be the Hunger Games. It's gonna be the Hunger Games.
Oh man, it's our somebody already said the Hunger Games. It's gonna be the Hunger Games. Shit.
It's gonna be the Hunger Games. Okay. Yo, strip your ass of your weapon. Strip your ass of food. Strip your ass of a livelihood. And then fuck you over in the process and tell you to smile while they doing it. This is crazy.
It's like what she said. She said I zoom in those male men handling her faces. Yeah. Thai City, you didn't play it. I did. I did. Yeah, I played it.
Oh wait, she wasn't done talking. Finish playing the video. Play the whole video.
Okay. Let me. Yeah. I'll go back and play the video again, Pierre. Cause I know I played the entire video, but I'll play it again. So let's go back to here then, where they're all standing here looking stupid. So I'm gonna play all the way through this time. All right.
Look at that. Oh, he's showing how intelligent he is with all the fine words he has. This was a mission. They came here to disrupt so that the citizens can't hear. The reality is there's a whole bunch of great things that are happening. The problem is we got a bunch of rabble-rousers who just...
Let's get a close-up on these men's faces. Now, are these elected men in the government? Are these men who are police officers? What are they? Who are these men? Who are these men right here? Who are they? They don't look like cops to me. They don't look like they've taken an oath in law enforcement. None of that. Let's look.
So, the thing is, what I'm doing up here is I'm simply over-talking you because your voice is being used right now. And we're just taking care of the rabble-rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything gets settled down and we'll get back to here for the legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on. And look at this. This little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem that we're struggling with so many of the people? Is they want to be...
He calls her a little girl. This grown woman, the disrespect from these males in this town hall meeting, calls this woman, this grown woman, a little girl.
And not struggle with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation where these folks are trying to filibuster and shut this whole program down. Unfortunately, they're being successful. So all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to you. In the meantime, I know we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here. No, like shouldn't be brutal. You really should be allowed to cry and yell and scream. You should be allowed to interrupt. Let's go.
Sheriff Norris, this gentleman is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me. Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy? No, don't fucking touch us. Is he a deputy? These are deputies. Who the fuck are these men?
So how about that? Hey.
He's bending her arm back.
mismanaging.
Just cooperate, it'll be 100 times. Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims. You fucking piece of shit. You refuse to identify yourself. Who are you? Who are you?
But the problem is this. They didn't come here to listen. They came here to get.
So I'm going to link to this article.
I don't even want to hear what he has to say. This woman was violated in this town hall meeting for voicing her opinion. And this Project 2025 is letting women know they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about your concerns about your body. They don't care about your concerns about your life. He called this grown woman a little girl, while 3 men accosted her and violated her for trying to speak up at this fucking town hall meeting. I know people are starting to wake up, but you really, really need to wake up now.
All right then. So, yeah. So, yeah. We're like you said, the Hunger Games, man. You know what? I never read the Hunger Games. Wasn't even interested in the movie. Really wasn't even. I was like, I ain't really into.
But I did watch the movie.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence. Well, I had a crush on Jennifer Lawrence, though, that in the early 2000s. And anyway, let me shut the fuck up. Anyway, I ain't really was into the Hunger Games. I just like, I'm more.
I didn't read the book. I haven't read the book. I did read the book. I watched all the movies though. It's like some Hunger Games shit. I mean, just to keep it a beat, I know women are concerned, but I think when women's issues don't take a back seat, the citizen issues, because everybody's gonna be fucked up.
Right.
Unless you is you're the Handmaid's Tale is the last shit I'm concerned about. The Handmaid's Tale is not even gonna be a thing, because in the Handmaid's Tale, at least they had a way of life and living. These motherfuckers out here taking people's livelihoods and shit. That's why I said the Hunger Games.
And you're not the only one. I think what's her name? I think Cat Smith even said it's gonna be the Hunger Games. She said it's gonna be the Hunger Games. Like I never thought about the Hunger Games. I never.
So the Hunger Games, they separated the country or whatever the hell it is. They separated them into little pies. Not like a pie, but they separate districts. They separate them into districts. And they ration out what they food and shit. And they got to figure out their own economy based on the little bit that they do get from the government. Meanwhile, the government living good. Okay? They got a regular society. It's technologically advanced. They got good food. They got nice clothes. They can shop. All this type of shit. Meanwhile, the rest of the country lives in poverty and squalor. And once a year, they make them send up one of their own to participate in this battle where they essentially have to kill each other until there's one remaining.
Oh, it's kind of like the purge, but more organized.
No, because the purge motherfuckers is running around killing everybody.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So let's say this, right?
Yeah.
You know, on the Western Seaboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything over here blue. So if they was to district out this part, all of them blue ass states with all them blue states would be probably a district. And it would probably be one of the most impoverished districts, if they are reliant on the government, because you see what Trump be doing. States that do not vote for him, states that typically vote blue, he wants to try to find ways to deny them federal funding and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to not give, he's trying to get rid of FEMA, but he wanna, if FEMA exists, he wanna dictate who can get FEMA based on who support him, instead of just taking care of the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
So you section out these districts according to however the hell they'll district them out. All of these people live fucked up. Like they all in the same boat. They don't want to send nobody up, but they're forced to send somebody up. You can volunteer somebody to come up, or they will come through and kill up a bunch of people in your district and then take somebody. So the easiest way is to get somebody to volunteer. So they take the volunteers, they give them pointers, they dress them up, they feed them nice, they have them put on a show. They make it look like it's a grand event that's full of fun, but it's just a bloodbath between the districts. It's almost like the goal was to make the districts hate each other, but because all the districts know that they all live the same shit and they don't really have no control over nothing, they just kind of feel bad for everybody. Yeah, it's some fucked up shit. This shit here is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy, and I just cannot. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't muster no sympathy. Like I know if this man is able to pull off what he's trying to do, we're all going to suffer. I don't got no sympathy for it though, because I already knew it. I don't got no sympathy for nothing these people is going through. Because y'all voted this man campaigns on hate. He campaigned on hate the first time. He campaigned on hate the second time. Why would you campaign for a hateful motherfucker to sit in the seat of POTUS? Because the heart of man is currently hateful. And we're finna see what they look like when it's exacted on everybody. So, I mean, I understood the assignment. I don't give a damn. I don't care. It's unfortunate that happened to that lady, but she doing too much. Bitch, the man was sitting up there condescendingly speaking to you. You should have shut the fuck up. And when you didn't shut the fuck up, when them men came to accost you and that man put his hands on you the first time, if anything, you should have got your ass up, went outside and called the motherfucking laws. No, you want to keep sitting in there showing your ass like you got some kind of advantage, and that's what happens. Do you not know what the fuck is going on in the United States right now? You got to think smarter. You got to think about your safety, especially if you are a woman.
Well, let me do a little pushback, right? I can't really say it. I can't really say that because that's kind of unfair. But I'll put it like this: that's a white woman. She thinks that she ain't used to police brutality, right? them being, they're not used to
I
police
don't have no
brutality like
sympathy
that.
for that shit neither. Black people been going through that shit since we motherfuckers been alive.
But Queen, sometimes you gotta put yourself in the shoes of other people.
No,
She's
I
not.
ain't
She
gotta put my shoes in the self of nobody, because they ain't put their shoes and they ain't put themselves in the shoes of black folk that been going through this shit. So no, I won't.
Yeah. So
because
the thing
you
is,
live in this country just like everybody else, and that shit been going on in this country. And if you didn't pay attention to it and see it as an injustice, why do the fuck I care that you're facing it? I don't care.
but you're playing into the division of what they want.
No, ain't no division, because if I was there, I would have told her to shut the fuck up. And I probably would have took her outside and had her call the police. It's not a division. I don't have no empathy for that shit. Because how you that goddamn stupid that you got to know who's sitting in the seat of POTUS. You got to know this. You don't
Yeah,
take a
but
rocket
but let me say it like this, then, Pure. I mean, Queen. Let me put it like this to you. White people going to fight white people. It's gonna take a white person to kick this shit on off.
It's not gonna take a white woman to fight no goddamn white man.
Yeah. It's gonna take a white woman or a white man to fight a white man. To kick this shit off. Okay. She can put all them tears. She can play that whole Karen role. And other white men be like, man, why y'all doing her like that? Then though, that's how that shit gonna pop off like that. I'm as somebody who live in a white area, I kind of see what she's trying to do, and I think she's trying to pop something off.
That's not the way you do anything. That ain't the way you handle that. That's how you create chaos.
That's what white people are going to do to each other, Queen. They're going to create chaos. Okay. You don't see it, but living around white people, they're going to do shit like that. Now,
okay. At the end of the day, I'm talking about self-preservation. It's not a black thing or a white thing. You are a woman. Okay? When you walked into that room, what you should have did was assess what the fuck was going on. All right? So when you assessed what was going on, you already know that you outnumbered. Okay, cool. When that man started talking to you and you said something back to him and he spoke to you condescendingly, then you should have known that this ain't an environment that's necessarily in my favor. Okay, cool. When you saw that you was going back and forth and nobody stood up to address what was happening in your situation, you should have known at this point, I might be in danger. And so then the protocol changes because now your personal safety is in jeopardy at this point. And see, she didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor, that 25 version. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
But this tells me you don't got no self-awareness. You don't care about protecting yourself. Because there is another way to handle that shit. If that man is not a police officer, like Pierre keeps saying, he not a police officer, that means this motherfucker just assaulted you. That means you need to contact the authorities and have his ass arrested and charged in jail for what he just did to you. Why would you sit your ass there and argue with three men that's trying to rough you up?
Oh, okay. Let me put it like this then, right? What if they're gonna rough her ass up when if she go there peaceful like?
Then she need to call the police.
She might not make it to the police.
What you talking about? She could have called the police while she was sitting there. if they was police, first of all, that's an unlawful arrest because they didn't identify themselves. They didn't read her no rights, nor did they tell her why she was being detained or arrested. That's an unlawful arrest.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they not police officers. They had no business putting their hands on her. It's too easy to pick up the phone and dial 911. But motherfuckers get in their ego and get big and bad and start running off at the mouth. And now look at you. Three motherfucking niggas that grabbed your ass up and did God knows what to you.
Oh shit.
Right. They did this shit in front of the damn law. The police is there and they ain't getting up to stop this shit, and you gonna sit there and keep talking shit.
Yeah. Come on up to Tanya. I'm supposed to be asleep right now.
I'm just saying, when it comes to shit we got to know what the fuck we dealing with. This ain't the way you handle that shit, baby. If you ain't got no weapon and you can't put a lead in a motherfucker's ass, then you got to change your program. You got to handle that shit a different way.
But Queen, all I'm saying, Queen, me living in a white area, I see shit like this. White people are brutal to other white people. They're going listen. They're going to pop this shit off.
BJ.
Willie Pete, listen. Sarge and Willie Pete said the same damn thing. It's not going to be niggas. It's not going to be Hispanics. It's going to be white people. Even my own mama told me this before she left. It's going to be white people against white people over this shit.
BJ.
Okay.
This state is predominantly white.
Right. I understand that.
When I first moved here, do you know what the fuck I would experience? Not personally experience, but the shit that I received when I first moved up here.
What happened?
The police was always going up and down the roads. Now, let me tell you something about Washington. Washington is very rural. Okay, very rural. And so all the places that you live, if you don't live in the urban environment, everything is small little towns, right? And so it's a lot of two-way highway in between all these towns. And so when the police get to flying around this motherfucker, everybody knows. So the police kept flying damn near every other day. The police is flying down the road. And I'm like, what is going on? So, all you got to do is get on the little Facebook pages, the Reddits, and all that stuff to find out what's going on in the little town. White man is up in this bitch kidnapping their wives and taking them out for shit. The children coming home from school finding evidences of kidnapping and shit every other fucking day.
Yeah.
So I understand but you live in the belly of that beast. Like you sleep next to the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you gonna take your ass out in public and challenge them
They challenge them all the time. It's kind of like a wild, even down here in Texas, it's like a Wild West movie. Now they might not put out the guns out in downtown, but they still confront each other. I remember one time about 4 or 5 years ago, a guy was running for an elected position. The other dude sent a bunch of women to fuck up his car up. Then the wives start to pop at each other. These are white women with bats and shit. It was 2016 when this shit happened. They was at the courthouse. They was at the courthouse about to go down. What I'm saying is they're gonna pop this shit off. And it's prime and ready. Watch it, it's coming. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. I just sit back and watch.
Like, this shit off. They voted this man into office. This is what the fuck they want at a large majority rate. They want this shit. They ain't finna pop off shit.
Oh, they will. They will. Trust me, they will.
You believe that if you want to. All I'm saying is, when it comes to self-preservation, as far as a woman goes, Black women don't move like that. And when you got a government that's set up to put your woman ass in your woman place, you might want to
you're
learn how to
speaking
handle shit.
you're speaking as
Mentally.
a black woman. You're speaking at this from a black woman's perspective. That government is supposed to protect her white ass. So she didn't have that. That's not part of her thinking. I'm just mouthing off. I'll be okay. She wasn't expecting that shit to happen to her.
Got his ass on the World Wide Web and came out his mouth and said, "Say, bitch." That's the way he addressed the way. Say, bitch. You will never have control over your body. What makes you think this government is gonna protect you? Your lily white ass is gonna get the fuck in your place. You gonna shut up and cook and get pregnant and have these babies and get your ass knocked around and be barefoot and pregnant. That's what the fuck they want. That's what the fuck you gonna do. What protection you got?
They're not looking at it. Okay, I know you got white friends. They're not looking at it like how we are looking at it. They're looking at it from a whole different level. And you know what? Let me be quiet. I guess people ain't gonna understand. People ain't gonna understand. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I understand them looking at it from a whole different level, but what happened to looking at it from reality? Because it's in front of your face. It's not like it's hidden. It's not like it's dressed up in some nice little box. It's right here in front of your face. Just like Trump was sitting right in front of the whole America face, telling motherfuckers what he was gonna do, and motherfuckers vehemently denied that he was gonna do this shit. Then he get in office and motherfuckers say, "I didn't know." How the fuck you didn't know?
Okay.
Well,
what's going on, Tanya? Yeah, what's going on, Tanya?
Nothing much. But I watched that video. Hi, Miss Queen. Hi, everybody. I watched that video of what happened with that girl, and then the fact that that sheriff, who's probably the only legal authority in that little small town, allowed this to go on. And my first thought was, okay, when Aaron Pierre gonna come in and bust that open like in that movie Rebel Ridge, which is pretty much what happened like that. But one thing I do see, and this is just not just that one, it's several of those town halls where things was popping off in the quickness. That's just one of the ones that showed them actually taking somebody out. Them folks ain't happy with that because think about it. When they thought it was going to happen to the others, because of what they were feeding them, that these people over here are the ones taking up all the resources that you need to get, and they're taking up all the jobs that you need to have. And then when everybody, either the ones that's getting carted off ain't doing nothing, the ones that are legal here ain't saying nothing, we sitting on it. And now they finally realize that the boots you stole from others, you can't even fit in the shoes. And now it's happening to you. And then it's a quandary of, oh my God, wait a minute. What about, and then they steady crying for the ones who's used to being their scapegoats to come save them. And they realize they in this shit on their own. I ain't saving a damn thing, but I'm saving my breath.
I'm supposed to sit here and pop my popcorn, get my water while I can still get it and watch this shit. Cause how long y'all been told? How long we been telling y'all? Okay, well y'all ain't listen, so you get what you fucking deserve.
And that's what Ty City was trying to tell Ramil over there, because eventually we're just sitting there. They're going after everybody, but they're gonna come for us later on. And I don't see how Ramil don't see it.
He don't want to see it.
Yeah, he don't want to see it. Yeah, they gonna come after everybody else, and it's kind of like I was playing pool, right? It's playing pool, right? Notice that the white ball is hitting every other color ball, but that black ball's the last ball. The 8 ball is the last ball to be hit. That's what's going on. That's going after Hispanics. They're going after the gays. They're going after transgenders. They're going after this person, that group, the Arabs, the Jews, whoever, Muslims, all that. We're going to be the last ones to be hit because we don't want to I don't know how to explain it.
We gonna be the last ones to be hit because we was the motherfuckers that founded the country. We the last part of the foundation. That's why we gonna be the last ones to get hit. This shit that he doing with that goddamn civil rights and that voting rights act, that's for later on down the line when he get ready to come for our black ass. That ain't for us right now. He ain't worried about us right now. Cause we ain't got nowhere to go.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Everybody else can leave and go back to their home country. Black America cannot go to their home country because we were separated for 500 years, and don't know the language or the customs.
We don't know the language or the customs. We don't even know where the fuck we come from.
Right.
And they made it that way purposely.
Right. So therefore, we got nowhere else to go. So we're just stuck.
This is our home. That's why I be damn if you tell me I ain't no motherfucking American. All the blood, sweat, and tears. My ancestors bled on this fucking. Yo, fuck you. This country wouldn't be shit without us.
Well, I will say this though.
Need to be doing. We need to realize that this motherfucker trying to comfort us later on, and we need to devise plans what the fuck we gonna do.
And don't put those plans out for their asses to discover it.
Well,
I just feel like with all that, I don't know. I put it like this: if they were able to do all that mobilization for civil rights back then without them actually planning someone, because I figure that technology is a determinant in a situation like that. But think about it. It's not about where they're going to go. Or I see what Pierre was talking about. I already know if it was me what the exit plan would be if it came down to it. And I'm sure there's a few other like-minded folks that'll do that too. They think by stopping us from getting education, well, what about those who already learned? What are you going to do with them? What about those that served in the army already and you're trying to get rid of them? What are you going to do with them?
Tanya, this is what I was trying to tell Remil over there on Todd's channel. I said, Remil, why you think though they got rid of General Brown for? Why you got
no smart nigga? It ain't shit.
No. I was trying to tell him before they passed the policies. Yes, the policies is about to be in place. They was getting rid of all these niggas and all them women and whoever else in there because you cannot put out a policy out and execute the policy when you're gonna have resistance inside. So you got to remove anybody who's a potential who will be a potential opponent ops inside your circle, because you need yes people to implement all of your policies, because there ain't gonna be nobody. If General Brown, let's say General Brown, him being Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Donald Trump saying, well, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that in America. Him gonna be like, we can't do that. He might slow it down. He might delay some of the actions. No, Donald Trump wasn't happen that minute, so nobody couldn't slow it down or delay it. None of that. So that's what he's doing. He's kicking everybody out so he can speed up the process.
That's part of his Project 2025. It's written.
Yeah, that's right. It's written. But you really want to know something that's crazy? It's one thing to get rid of those who already know to know, but you don't have enough common sense to think the well will be poisoned on their way out to make damn sure shit don't go exactly the way you think it's going to go because that's what you wanted. That's the part that they seem to miss. Yeah, kick that black man out of that thing. Think that the knowledge and everything ends with him and you can go on about your business and disregard that. But meanwhile, you kicked out somebody that knows just as much as you know, knows how to strategize 10 or 15 steps ahead, just like you think you're going to do. And you get rid of that person and then you think you're going to inflict whatever on. I just leave it at that. You get what I'm trying to say without saying it. You kick out those that supposedly, allegedly DEIs and don't want to think that their intelligence is genuine, knowing that we got to study and look at everything 10 to 15 times more just to prove that we're there. And you get rid of those people and you think you're going to come in and overtakes that people. You don't think those people is going to take their knowledge on to those who never got that shot and that opportunity to be where they were? And you don't think that a lot of these people ain't going to learn anything off these people to take care of themselves? You're a damn fool.
And that's why we need to start figuring out what we're going to do. Because we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
Why do y'all keep on saying we're going to be fine? It's kind of like I hear that bullshit. Now, I ain't saying what you were saying, but I hear that little dumb shit from Phil the Advice show. It doesn't matter. We're going to be fine.
We are going to be fine.
We fought through this. We don't want to fight that same old shit over and over again.
It don't matter that you don't want to fight it. It is what the fuck it is. When it's time for
why do it? Why do it again?
How you not gonna do it again?
I always thought that when you put your back to the wall, it's that choice of them or me. And you goddamn right, it's gonna be choosing me.
And we know history. We know what happened with the Tulsa massacre. We know all these black towns that been surfacing up under all these damn lakes and rivers and shit. We know that happened. So what we need to be doing is figuring out how we gonna keep that from happening again. That's where we need to be, because we're gonna be fine. Because they wouldn't have never burnt down our cities, put our shit underwater, tried to run us out of town. If we were not successful, we'll be fine. You don't see mediocre, dumbass black people in no position of power. Black people got to work their ass off to get anything that they get. So that means they have the knowledge and they have the work ethic to get shit done. Meanwhile, it's mediocre white people that know shit, holding all kind of positions all the motherfucking time. You want to get rid of us, you want to put us out of the shit. When you can't make that shit go, when your shit fail, and we had to move on and do our own shit and we thrive, we need to know, we need to be trying to figure out how we going to protect what we build. History is there to teach you.
Yeah. You know what? And, I talked with Phil the Advice show, and I mentioned once that shit that they was pushing that propaganda with Atlas Shrugs and was told, I don't nobody want to listen to. I said, you know what? Y'all need to understand one thing. What they put out, some of us got the intelligence to make happen. Think about it. Them people left everything because of the way that the government was taking over everything. And that John Goff guy took the best, the brightest, those who didn't believe in their values, and they built this land somewhere to where they can prosper and do whatever they got to do, and then left the rest of the world to their own devices. Even in one place, stop what he said, the proverbial motor of the world, to where everything they tried to do and take over failed. Y'all might need to read that book or watch that movie. But see, they don't honestly think that because of their prejudice, they don't think that they got it. Somewhere out there is a John Goff. I mean, think about it, what they did to us over the years, separating us, making us do all this dumb shit, focusing on shit that don't make no goddamn sense. Because if we focused on something and came together, they did all that to do what? They don't want another Malcolm. They don't want another Martin. They don't want another Medgar. They don't want even a Harriet Tubman. They don't want one of those uniting everybody. So, of course, because they figured we centralized with our own bullshit, we're not going to put up a fight if shit happens. That's what I think. Is Big J still there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I know that, Queen, but the young black youth don't. He only wants a white man military, and once they start dying, they'll flip the script and join other races to fight again. You know. Hold on. Oh, got the wrong. Okay, V-Dub said, as history shows, they think this is God given you when they should fight for this place. Okay.
Look, the only thing that's consistent is change. You can scream to the top of your lungs about how you don't want to go fight something no more. We got the fucking police that's sitting up there fucking around with the Civil Rights Act that was put in place.
And the fact that this didn't just happen overnight. And that was another thing people needed to realize. A lot of this stuff that's implemented now didn't just happen overnight. It took years.
Chipping at it. They've been playing and finagling around with it. He just the one had the balls to go ahead and throw that shit out there. Like, man, look, this ain't never been American Negro ain't never been so-called safe in this country. What happened is we got comfortable because we can get us a little job, we can make our little coins, we can get us a nice little house and a car, everything good.
Until they decide it ain't good enough for you to have it anymore.
Exactly. It's some words on a piece of paper that the current police is sitting up here saying, oh, I wipe my ass with that shit. That's the only thing that's keeping you being treated like you a citizen.
So Queen, when you hear black people say, hey, you black Americans, I don't know why y'all delineating. I don't know why y'all sitting down separating. You guys get over it. You're looking for the white man to give you back this money. You don't need to look to the enemy to give you what you need to go get for yourself. Stop begging black people. Stop begging the white man for this money. Let's be together. But you niggas ain't doing stuff. You niggas don't go to black businesses. You don't support black businesses. And then we find out that they've only been in this country 2 generations.
Yeah, see, they need to shut the fuck up. I don't like that shit. Because number one, you don't know what you're talking about. And were it not for black Americans, your punk ass wouldn't even be over here. So go on and sit your ass to the back. Number 2, let's say we go to this return to Africa shit. I be listening to what they be saying. They say they're going to give us these passports and these citizenships so we can come over there and invest in their country. They treat us just like the white man treat us. We ain't shit. They will sell you some land. And then later on, you find out you never even owned the shit. Because the way that they land laws is set up is totally different than what's going on in the United States. But they'll let your ass think you can pay somebody this money and own this. They lands is tied to their family and their bloodlines.
Hey, Queen, real question though. How come they don't ask the Haitians, the Jamaicans, the Brazilians, the Belizeans, the Ghanaians, the Ghanans? How come they don't tell them to go back to Africa?
Because they don't have a history as strong as ours.
Why we got to go back to we've been here for 400 fucking years, and you telling us to go someplace else after we've done mixed. Then we've got white in our genetics, we've got Native American in our genetics, and we got all the Africa in our genetics. Why are we going back to Africa if even our blood says we belong here?
Right. That's just like saying that you done called Kunta Kinte Toby for years. Now you want him to go back to a place. Yeah, you want his descendants to go back and be called Kunta Kinte. Don't make no damn sense. Anyway, Big J, thanks for having me up. I got a jet, but I'll be listening.
All right then, Tanya. Appreciate it.
Bye, y'all. D-Dub, bye.
Peace. I don't know why they compare slavery. I look. Some people have compared slavery and be like, well, the Arabs, they had slavery. I said, yeah, but they cut penises off. They didn't take the men and then forcibly have them make babies with the women and then enslave that child like it was a pet or a fucking dog or something. Okay, like literally, that's what we were here. There is no comparable slavery, and even if there was, it doesn't matter. Whatever government was responsible for that should be responsible. Our government is responsible for what they did to us here.
Yeah, they be like when I remember when the reparations conversation first got real big. They was up there all of their ass from all across all these different countries. Oh, we need reparations too. You need to get reparations from the European countries that enslaved or oppressed your fucking ass. You don't need reparations from the United States. Don't got nothing to do with you. Your Haitian ass need to get your reparations from the French.
The cash
Don't get me wrong. America do kind of owe them some shit. But for the sake of argument, you need to go get that shit from the French. Some of these people need to go get that shit from the Belgians. Like, go to the people that oppress your people and tell them they owe you. Why is y'all over here all up in what the fuck we got going on?
Because we are the center of the world at this point.
Yeah, but that'll be like if Belgium told shit, I can't remember the country. But whichever African country, Leopold and them, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Rwanda, Zimbabwe.
Yeah. If they told them they gonna get them reparations and then our black ass start running over there talking about, yeah, give us our money. That's some ignorant shit.
Actually, the African Union is requesting reparations from the European countries.
Yeah, they are.
Caribbean people are requesting reparations, but they'll tell you and I, Black Americans, we don't need to request reparations while stealing or tethering onto our stance and fight. That's so funny to me. Hey, Big J, did you see Ringo go off on foundational Black Americans yesterday? Saying he told us foundational Black Americans that we're not doing anything. We don't shop at Black businesses while at a Chinese restaurant.
No, I don't listen to Ringo. Ringo should be in jail for that bullshit he said 7 years ago.
With that R. Kelly stuff, yeah. But now
with that R. Kelly statement talking about if a girl have a period, she's a woman. You can be able to fuck her. Like, he should be in jail behind that. You got people like Rod. Shut the fuck
say
up.
His name. Say that. Rollo was.
Rollo be following. Following that. Yeah, following that old bullshit.
You should have seen. So last night, Rollo made a show, and he's following what Ringo says. You foundational Black Americans, you don't need reparations. This person got your reparations. I distinctly remember Rollo now talking about this country needs to give us our reparations. Rollo is a descendant of Jamaican immigrants. You don't qualify. And it was simple and easy for him to switch up and follow behind another man, Ringo, because that's all he does is follow and switch up and say, yeah, your reparations, you don't get it. You Black people need this. You Black men are the devils. All right, get the fuck out of our country. Go fix yours. Jamaica's a shithole. Okay? All of Caribbean countries shitholes, except where white people go on vacation. Outside of that, it's a shithole. Go fix that first before you talk about this shit. Like,
Yeah. I don't want to mention Rollo because I'm in too many beefs at the moment right now. I ain't trying to add no more bullshit. Because let me just say, V-Dub, you kind of know what's going on. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I didn't want to mention Rollo.
Yeah, they said they want smoke with SBA. They want smoke with foundational Black Americans because Ringo now wants smoke with foundational Black Americans. Everybody is grifting off of who they call a grifter, aka Tariq Nasheed.
I just Tariq gets nerves. He takes our fucking issues and turn them into a clown show. Fucking stupid ass. fucking sitting up here arguing with fucking Africans and shit every day about black
Now,
people shit.
I find it to be very rewarding to hear what other people have to say about us, and the fact that he might be grifting and everybody don't like him, it don't matter. Ann Coulter, other people are now specifically mentioning foundational Black Americans, are specifically aimed at Black American through lineage.
Yeah, but who invented the term foundational Black American?
I'm gonna give it to Dr. Claude Anderson.
No, the white woman did. The white woman
Native
did.
Black American. What white woman?
Ann Coulter. I got the video. I got the video.
She recently said foundational Black Americans in the interview.
I'm going back to November of 2012.
Is that when she was going off talking about the 14th Amendment was specifically?
Yeah, the 14th Amendment.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that argument we had?
Yeah. Remember that argument? Yeah. And I read the 14th Amendment to you.
Huh?
So like that whole argument, don't touch the 14th Amendment. Don't touch a damn thing.
That's what you were saying, but Trump went for it, didn't he? He went straight for the judge. I told you that's what they need to do. They're gonna have to amend it. It's becoming viral.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Don't touch it.
That is crazy as hell. You start fucking around with that, y'all just writing a recipe for them motherfuckers.
Right, exactly. I don't understand why y'all want to touch. Don't touch it because you see what's going on. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Don't let them go near it.
I want to say something, Big J. So I don't know where people think that these groups that are starting in places like Idaho, which is where they're going to roost, right? This is where they're getting their footwork done or started in these places. When they get full force, they're going to do an Israel to Palestine type thing to all the cities in the America, Chicago, Las Vegas, Dallas, you name it. They're going to go and they're going to make sure that no food, no medicine, no water, no nothing can enter those cities. They're going to put blockades around those cities and prevent those cities from being able to thrive. This is what's going to happen. So while we sit here and we say, it's okay, let that bitch find out. Let that white bitch find out. Listen, we're all going to find out because once they can fucking get their roots, this is the whole point of stopping them from getting the foothold in, is that once they get started, it's a fucking wrap.
They already started. They put that orange nigga in.
Understood, but it's going to be a wrap for those cities. If you think those urban cities are going to be able to withstand what the fuck they got planned for us, if he can actually get the military and all of the military equipment in his fucking hands to be able to do what he wants to do, it's a fucking wrap for every urban city.
This is shit that we've been new. And we've been trying to tell motherfuckers, but don't nobody want to listen.
I mean, I try too, Queen. I get it's fucking frustrating.
So, I mean, I'm not finna to sit up here and fight shit. I'm finna sit here and watch this shit. I'm not finna fight this shit. The most fighting I'm gonna do is to make sure I show up for every election.
They gave the cops. They already gave the police all the military equipment that they need. You didn't see it during the Mike Brown on the protest when black people were protesting.
No, it's going to be much more military stuff because he's going to start trying to pull in all of the armed forces to come up against us. If he is fucking hand in hand with Putin, skipping down the fucking yellow brick road and shit, we're fucked.
Yeah, I don't think America is as
we are America, and we're sitting by letting this shit happen right now. What do you mean?
I don't think they're ready for a kingdom. That is some real rebellious shit he's gonna start, and that's some internal army fighting before it even reaches the city.
And it's coming. It's fucking coming.
And that's what. Yeah, that's why I said what I said earlier, Vida, about that. You know what? I'm not gonna go. I ain't gonna go.
No, go there. It fucking needs to be said.
Because it's gonna be white people against white people before it's gonna pop off. Like, listen. I live in a small town, live in a small white town. I see white people going at each other
They fucking did it in Europe. They did it in Europe. There was always fucking conflicts in Europe when they were trying to conquer and take control.
Over this election alone.
I understand, but history repeats, Big J.
I know that. I know. But what I'm saying is that shit is going to pop off. White people are going to fight other white people. Because some people, you know, there's already pressure cooker. The pressure is already up.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when that white boy put that pierced Donald Trump's ear, that should tell everybody ain't gonna be nobody who's gonna pop this shit off, but some white dude. Okay, some white dude had enough.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. It's kind of like that movie.
It's gonna be the Oath Keepers and the real patriots. What's gonna pop this shit off?
Yeah, my question is, like, are they gonna come into the black neighborhood with that shit? Because these motherfuckers is tooled up. So if they want to try that,
This is what I'm saying. You think you're tooled up, but you're gonna need a lot more firepower than that. You better start fucking buying more.
Okay. I see them. They loaded up, but trust me, you're not walking in this neighborhood thinking it's sweet over here, because it's not going down like that.
I get you. They're not going to go in. You're missing the point. What they're going to do? He let you know what he fucking wanted to do with the wall. Trump let you know what that fucking KKK mind he has. It's to fucking put a barrier around the urban cities and prevent you from leaving, prevent you from fucking getting food, and prevent you from getting any resources. That's what the fuck is down the pike. That's why all these corporations are fucking bending a knee for this motherfucker. You don't get it?
Oh, I see it, but from what I've been reading and watching with the younger white boys, he can go as far as he want. They're not gonna bow down to it. These white boys are not their grandparents.
No. Yeah, it's like what Ty City said the other night. Yeah, this ain't your grandpa sold his country out.
Right. These motherfuckers, selective service, these nuts, these white boys ain't going to fight for shit.
Right. They ain't.
This country, I can't get a girl, I can't get a house, I can't get a wife, I can't get a fucking.
I want to tell you guys, I feel like it's coming very quickly because this shit is coming super quick. So this is me. Okay, you can take my advice or leave it. Buy up bulk of rice, buy up bulk of beans, buy up as much bulk of everything you need, because when this shit fucking pops off, and it's coming soon, because what they did in Idaho, I showed that so people understand the fucking foothold we got going on in America in these rural areas in America. This is what we're fucking headed for. It's coming, because once they make that stance there in Idaho and places like that, in these in these little country areas and stuff, then they're going to amp up, and the amping up is going to be against every urban area. The reason why the Mexicans were first is because they held a big, huge part of the population to fight them. They want to whittle it down as much as they possibly can to have the least amount of resistance.
And that's why I used the premise about what happened in 1893 in Louisiana, when Governor Nicholas told them Negroes, go fight the Italians.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is a movie called what's his name? Walker. V dropped off. I'll put him back.
He'll come back.
Yeah, he come back. What's that guy? The Walker guy. He played in Batman Returns. What's his name? Walker. He played the King of New York. I forgot the actor's name, right? He played the governor, right? And it was the Italian immigrants that immigrated into that was coming into New Orleans. So there was already a black lower class in New Orleans. Hey, he's Louisiana, right? So when a police chief got killed, they used that as a way to get the lynch all of the Italians. So they created a propaganda to get the black population to turn on the Italian immigrant population. It's the same way like how I see this on social media when you see black people talking about, oh, we got to get rid of the immigrants. The mayor of Chicago got to go because of sanctuary cities. Yes, Christopher Walken. Thank you, George Golden. There was a movie by Christopher Walken he played the governor of Louisiana in this movie. It's a good movie. It was on TNT. But yeah, it's the same playbook. They're not going to hit all groups all at once. They're going to play.
No, they can't. It's too much mass of people. They can't do it.
Right. So it's like
as much as they say they're the majority in this country, there's only a small segment that want this fucking shit to pop off because all those other white people are complacent. They think their foundation will not be rocked, and everybody's fucking foundation is about to get rocked.
Right. So yeah, so they're going to it's like playing pool. That white ball is hitting every other color.
Point blank period. Big J.
One by one until it gets to the black ball. They ain't hitting all at once.
They know that they want to leave the black ball there first because that is going to be the one that is going to be the hardest fight. That's why. They fucking know it.
Yeah, they know it because they got us fucked up. Because ain't no way in hell. No hell. I know they got me fucked up. You say the black youth don't know. Maybe some of them don't know, but I know mine know, and all the children around me know, because I make sure they educated. Ain't nobody.
I'm happy about that, but there's a lot of kids that don't know. They have not been taught what your kids have been taught.
Well, everybody can't go, because if you don't take it upon yourself, just like them kids in Florida, when they stopped teaching Black history in Florida, them children went to those teachers and asked those teachers if they would come in on the weekend and teach them Black history.
Yeah.
The teachers didn't pull that initiative up. Those children took it upon themselves. So if I'm not worried about no motherfucking kid that want to be no dummy, especially not no motherfucking Black child. Because if you don't know nothing else, you do know that these people did not allow us to have an education at one point in history.
I mean, it's repeating because they want to ban books now. They want to start banning books. And once this shit really does pop off, because we do get information from Google and we get information from dictionaries and everything on this internet. The problem with that is people have sold or got rid of their dictionaries. They've gotten rid of their encyclopedias and things like that, and their history books and all that other stuff. They're paperback because they thought this would be more convenient, but this has been a setup for us because now in the future, there will be no books. There will be nothing to be able to teach kids. So it's going to take generations after generations after generations to slowly just fucking stamp every fucking thought process out, historical processes out to prevent people prevent them from remembering what has happened and what is happening now.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. I don't know if they'll get that far. We'll see. It's because I really think Trump is doing a whole lot. I think he's
a lot.
And if this pans out to be disastrous for a lot of people, you know, America is not above assassinating fucking presidents. We do that, and it's about that time. Now,
please don't. I'm already.
The occultism of the shit though is they attempted on him twice, and they
I think those were all fact. I'm gonna tell you, I think they were fake because he never had a scar on his ear, and this is my play on that. They did a fake assassination on him so that people earn sympathy to get him into power. This is all fucking power moves. See it for what the fuck it is.
Yeah, you might be right, but I'm just saying they just changed the timeline with shit. So, because when I did the math, yeah, it was about that time. So, I don't know. But if he get too out of hand, they'll get rid of him.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, when I was saying this here stuff years ago, people said I was not being realistic because, you know, I had said, you know, the whole reason I bought my land because some stuff was going to go down to be able to buy food. And they said I was lying. And when I was saying the privatization of these agencies basically is resegregation 2.0, Trump said in his first campaign / election, value experience over education. When Black women walk around with the moniker, the most educated women are Black women, I knew he was coming for that. Nobody paid attention to that thing, and now we're seeing the DEI and stuff. And
Oh, they've already hit Black women with that. All the educated Black
when I was
women.
saying it years ago, when I first came into YouTube, and I was saying the school voucher system and the charter school system was resegregation 2.0 and what was coming. But even now, people want to have a false sense of security. I'm over on TikTok. They're like, you're fear mongering. No. From when we got the Voters' Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act to now has been less than 60 years. And they had a Black, you want to call him Black or biracial man in the White House. That scared white men because white, entitled, incompetent, and lazy has always ruled the United States. They were always able to put themselves in position regardless. They would start a white person out, a white man to be a supervisor over everybody. His experience could have been nothing. And even when you had two people come into the same position, you would have them hired at a higher rate. This began to end it. They could no longer say, you can't have this job, Black people, because you didn't have the degree, which was what they did. And now they're reversing it so they could be able to say, even though you got the degree, this life experience counts more. And people will sleep on it. And some still sleep on it. White people, sorry, but if I know it's not your people, I mean, they are upset because 2040 to 2050, white people will make up less than 50% of the population, and collectively minorities will make up more. And I kept saying that. And they kept saying I was on BS. Every action that Trump is doing and they're doing is aimed at decreasing the populations of other people and increasing their birth numbers. Becky been in the office. She been on Habib, Jesus, Hakeem, and Juan. But she ain't been with Chad having good white babies. And that's everything that this administration does. But the only thing is, white men forget. White men, you were not even allowed to vote if you didn't have money. But white men forget they were part of that. And when the 1 to 2% of top earners get their way, you're going to see that come into play. But it's not the first neck that's on the chopping block.
I cannot disagree with anything you said at all. But they've already gone after Black women. They've already gone after educated Black women. They're taking them out of the newscaster roles where they're coming at Trump and showing exactly what Trump is doing. They did it to Joy. They just pulled Joy out. They're going to keep on pulling women out. They've already pulled women out of the armed forces. They're pulling Black men out of the armed forces. This is what it's already moving, and it's moving fast.
They're coming for you too. They
Understood.
They knew,
girl, I know
that you all were the number one beneficiaries of affirmative action and DEI. But they're coming for you also.
Understood.
But they don't know. They're not seeing that. They're not seeing it. They know, oh, you ain't got no jobs now. We don't got to hire women. We're gonna hire white men. So Becky, in the 80s, there was a proliferation of white women that were homeless after divorce.
Yep. And
I don't know if people may not even remember that. And it's to get you under here. And even white men, I implore white men to go and look at, long as they paint police violations of people's rights as Black and brown, the white men really not seeing how they are even doing them, but they don't plaster them over the news. So they don't really get a sense that they are going to be victims, and they are victims in this police state.
Oh, it's gonna. They're the last ones that are going to get the wake up call. Is the poor white men? Okay,
But
because
the farmers are.
the what?
The farmers are.
I mean, they're getting that wake up call because financially they're getting hit, but they haven't gotten hit with all the serious control.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the illegal searches and seizures coming in your home, pulling them out the car because they forget that they get pulled out the car. And white women, what I said about family court, white women are losing their kids.
I mean, Elon's showing you what the setup is. He has 13 children with how many baby mamas? None of them, he's maybe 2 he married, 1 he's married. He's showing you what the fuck they're going to do. Okay. He's got these women producing babies and he has control of them with his fucking drug addict ass self. And this is what is the setup. This is what they're wanting. Elon Musk, I just found out Elon Musk dad has 2 children with his stepsister. And if he's got 2 children with his stepsister, how long has he been sexually active with that stepsister?
But I even tried to say, I think I tried to say that too. He's been doing that. I don't think he ain't married her, but
that lets you know the stock. This lets you know the stock he comes from. While these fucking white conservatives think that this is about family values, there's nothing Trump or Elon do that is family values.
It is the family values, because when I say that back in the day, this was quite normal, but white women, white women had got a break because they was in the slave quarters, but they were still doing it back then. We got this thing called the Way Church. They used to be in Pahokee, good old Christian values. Google it. And the school teacher, I didn't even know at the time, she lived down the street because we moved into the neighborhood before the white fight completely happened. Her name was Miss Burroughs. She was the English teacher. Actually, her husband or her was the police or the firefighter. She used to go with the brother. One of them was the police and one of them was the firefighter. They was in the Way Church. That Way Church was creepy. Her daughter was my age, is my age. One of the guys that saw her, on Facebook as a kid was making sexual related remarks. And I could understand why she didn't see the inappropriateness of it, because she was brought up in that Way Church. The Way Church pastor had got in big trouble for touching on the kids and stuff. And it was
I know that there's a lot of rape and molestation for white women, which is why they don't want to have babies with white men. I'm going to be honest. I will let you know. I don't call myself white. I am pale as fuck, but I don't call myself white because white is a connotation of a power system I'm not a part of. However, I was raped at 3 years old. I was molested by an uncle at 11 years old. Yes. These women don't want to have children with these men.
But they run here and anger with their they don't understand what they are in purpose. Because in the 80s, they were talking about homelessness. It wasn't my homelessness, it wasn't my people. And what I'm telling them white people who fight for it now, I'm gonna say, let them eat chitlins, let them eat soul food. We know how to survive.
I mean, it's going to get, as much as we do know how to survive, we went through and things like that. This is the thing. It's going to get bad. It's going to get really, really, everybody, if people think they're not going to get touched, everybody's foundation is going to get touched.
Yep. It is.
Because once these criminals, because that's what the fuck they are, these white racist criminals, they don't respect the Constitution. They only want the Constitution if it applies to them only. And they don't respect it. So these criminals are going to amp up. And when I say amp up, they're going to fucking amp up.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's going to get really bad. And people were taking it for a joke, and people still take it for a joke. And they say you're fear mongering. We've seen this before. This is not new.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell them to prep. Like, it's gonna take people coming together in mass. You know, and they got to start starving these people out now because and right now, you know, when I was saying who was gonna build the houses, right now they have a machine because you know they taking the immigrants away who was building the houses.
Yeah.
And I think it's in Fort Myers because they had got a thing to build, not Fort Myers, LaBelle, 4,000 homes. Now this country town, so you know, still land here. It's the furthest down south in South Florida that you can come and still have land to build. They're building 4,000 homes. Guess what they're using? They got a machine that build walls. I think it was cost $2 million because I had saw it.
Prefabricated?
No. It is a
It's more.
machine. It's a machine that builds walls and it sets the blocks up.
Can you send that link in Big J's chat so I can click on it?
Sure. Let me say. I think I had clipped it. It might be on my thing. Let me see if I picked the right one.
Yeah. It's like a it's like a it's I don't know how to describe it to you. It's on wheels. I do know that. It's like
Did you see a lot of these white men in these construction areas don't know what the fuck they're doing? So when we're talking about DEI, right? These men don't have a fucking clue with what they're fucking doing at all. These white men. Have you seen these videos?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, Big J. My dad did construction. My brothers did construction. I know what the fuck construction looks like. And these dudes have no fucking clue. People are about to have some broke down fucking homes from these dudes.
Can't even float a sheetrock?
Oh, Big J, I gotta find them all and send them to you. I've been sending you so much shit. You don't even watch it.
I'm getting inundated with a whole lot of shit. I mean,
I'm sorry. There's so much shit going on. I can't control it. I'm like, I want you to be aware and stuff. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's like all this shit falling right on top.
I send Big J like probably 20 fucking things a day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, this happening, that happening. Like, damn, like, what the? I'm like, oh, what? Yeah, Kosher.
Yeah, I was trying to look for that thing and it kicked me out when you ain't on the screen. So
okay. So let me. Are you can talk?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Yeah, I can talk. I'm looking for it right now. But if I get dropped, I'm gonna find it and come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in a world of shit. We are in a world of shit. We are about to face some serious shit. And if the American farmers can't wake up now, because we're going to need those American farmers to feed the masses in America. And they've been keeping them they're paying them not to grow food for the fact of control. However, they're going to have to fucking break free from this Trump regime, and those farmers are going to need to be protected so that food can be sent to these cities, because they're going to start putting blocks around these cities and preventing food from going into these cities. We can't fucking let that happen.
But that's what I was saying. That is what I was saying, and that's why I say I was buying land. That's exactly.
Yeah. But everybody can't do that. So this is where we have to stick together, like you said, and we have to protect each other. We cannot let this fly.
Let's see. Put a link. It's actually a YouTube video. It's actually a YouTube short.
Well, you saw the different companies like Walmart, like Target. They're anti-DEI now.
Oh, when I tell you, I went to Target, that was so empty. I'm not a Target shopper.
I won't shop at Target. I refuse to shop at Walmart now.
I wanted 2 reasons I went. I was at my cousin's house and I needed some seasoned salt. That's all I went. And I wanted to see. This is a major Target. When I tell you that thing was like an echo in there, there was nothing in it. This was like a Saturday at 3 p.m.
They thought the Bud Light shit, they thought the Bud Light shit was something. With them doing DEI and people boycotting, we got to fucking boycott. I mean, and I'm not even bullshitting. I'm not really a boycott person, but this serious stuff right here that's going on where corporations are bending the knee to Trump, you got to boycott. It has to fucking happen.
But it was so empty. You had 4 cashiers standing at the front of the register. Not at the register. You know how you at the line where we come and stand in with 4 of them. When I tell you, I say hello, it would be like hello, hello, hello. But that's not only it about the walls, Big J. I put the link in the back of your chat.
Yeah. I'm about to put it up in a minute.
Let everybody in the chat room see it, Big J.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play over here then.
Also, we got an Amazon being built in Fort Myers. That's like 1 hour away from me. That's probably about 45 minutes away from this town, LaBelle, that I was telling y'all about. They're going to build these 4,000 homes. They're doing an Amazon there, but it's for robots. And our article I was reading say in 4 years, the humanoid robots are coming and they're going to be here in quantity. So those are going to be more jobs. If we do not stand up to this now and stop going to these restaurants, these fast food restaurants that have robots there, when we start going to the stores, them standing in line and waiting for them to bring
I never go to a grocery store and do self-checkout. I fucking refuse. I refuse to take jobs away from people. I go purposely in line.
We have to do it in mass. We have to go there on whenever our shopping day, and everybody got to stand in line till they bring people up. That's the only way, because if you take away the construction jobs now, today don't need them. That machine can work all night long. Only period rest it needs for it to cool off. Then you take the cashiers out of the grocery stores, the cashiers, hell, out of the banks. The cashiers out of them, and you start doing this. The basic economy lessons and economics in 12th grade in the country towns say demand dictates the market. When you don't have a demand and you have a bunch of goods that's surplus that's not getting sold, and we need to really bear by the bare minimum of what we have to buy to send a message.
This is what I would suggest, because things are moving so fast, is for people to get together and as a commune buy from these farmers who are losing everything. And this was planned because they want the farmers to lose their land so they can control the land.
Coming in, they're going to do it like Walmart did Kmart.
Understood. So we need to protect them so they don't lose their land, so they can grow the food. And then we have special people to go get the food, truckers to get the food and send it to. So this is where when you were talking about eating greens and beans and rice and things like that, listen, we're about to need that, because we're not going to be able to have meat like they're used to having steaks and things like that. So things that are dried, you can survive off beans and rice. There's no doubt about a person can survive off different lentils, beans, and rice. It's a fact. So we need to start going to these farmers now, setting up co-ops to buy from them separately from this fucking rogue government, so that we can take care of those inner cities and those children and all the people in those cities and keeping them as a fortress, because it's going to be a fucking fight.
But also, you're going to sell. Now, Bill Gates is the largest farmland owner, which I have been saying. Now, when they come up and they buy up all of these small farms, these are the people that want lab-made meat and stuff. So when you go to the stores, people going to want to be able to put their hands on where their food coming from. Because when you go in the store and pick up that pack of meat in Walmart, you're not going to know what it is, because you're only going to have corporate farmers. 90% of the farms are small farms. And I don't like them people, because they've been getting welfare for since the United States got created. But we're not in a system where people grow their food anymore. So they're somewhat needed, but they need to be knocked off their high horse a peg or two, and really know you're not pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. You've been having a hand under your butt holding you up, called the United States government, that ain't been calling it what it is, which is welfare.
Yeah. There's some urban farmers that have been, not farmers per se, but what they've been doing is rooftop, like grow, agriculture. So we're still going to need those, and that needs to amp up. And we're going to need those. We're going to need farmers to co-op with. We need to start speaking out and getting farmers that are on page with what the fuck they can see is happening with the Constitution and what is happening with these big corporations to be able to take care of each other. We are not going to survive this, and I'm not going to lie to you, if we
I don't
don't
think we
band
was
together.
made to survive, because the reality is I don't think it was made to survive. Because one of my people who I like on YouTube, and she's like, we're gonna have all of this time. I was like, no, girl, you're not gonna have this time. They don't want to give you health care. So do you think they're going to give you a stipend to stay home and do nothing? When you eliminate all of these jobs, there's gonna only be a few people working. We're gonna be on a barter economy. That's the only way. That when you really saw the Hunger Games, I don't know if people really dissected that movie.
I mean, I just recently got laid off. I just recently got laid off from my school.
Wow.
And all of the teachers that I know are either quitting, or there's several that have gotten laid off. So the people that just bought this school, and I can tell where the regime or what was happening with the buyout of this school, it's all purposeful. It's all purposeful. And they want to prevent, because the majority of the people that work in that school are women. And I'm talking about all ethnic groups of women.
Do you know what was really weird? How come teaching is a woman-dominated field, but back in the 80s and above, all the principals were male, especially in elementary school? Why was that?
Well, now women have amped up on their education.
But
they had a period of amping up.
But when you go to experience over education, they don't have to really justify what they're doing. They are putting in a regime that's going to say, even if you can prove it, even if you can prove you got a PhD and 20 years of experience, they could come and say, this guy over here. Because I know people who don't wrote fake resumes to get into corporate America. And they're going to say, oh, this was my head foreman at my company. He ran my company, even though that company could be whatever. They're going to put that on their resume, and that's going to be the justification, even if they don't have the degree, to say he got the experience and such to justify him having that position. And that all like when we used to be a while ago.
Well, the schools are all schools are getting hit, point blank, period. All the teachers are getting hit right now. And it doesn't matter whether it's kindergarten all the way to 12th grade, to college, to vocational schools. It doesn't matter. They're hitting them all.
Oh, V-Dub. Oh, there's a video of what's going on in the Dallas Fort Worth area. There's this small town, I think it's called Burnett. They're trying to knock this white farmer rancher is a ranch out to get water. They're stealing their water. Now the rancher said, yeah, but you we got all the water we need, right? He told them that we got all the water we need. Y'all can take some, y'all take some. But instead of doing that, instead of sharing the water, they want them gone. So
let me just say this.
Yeah.
You see what Trump did when he went to California with the fires, and after they got the fires under control, he drained their water system that waters the trees, the fruit trees, and everything like that. Do you think that was by mistake he did that shit?
No, it's actually by design.
In the heat of the summer, in the heat of the summer that's coming, when all of those fruit trees that feed most of us Americans, when it comes to fruit, oranges, apples, citrus, and all that stuff. Do you think he did that by accident? He did it for one, the fires were purposely started.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then even after they got him out of control, under control, then he went to a state he has no business turning the water on and letting the water out. He had no fucking business doing that.
I live in Florida, in that town. I don't know if it was Lehigh Acres. That's why I say I'm not leaving, because we have an abundance of water right now. But I heard somebody wrote that their well is dry, because I live where we use well, and I don't know if it was Lehigh Acres or LaBelle. I'm like, we under sea level. What you talk about? We ain't got no. I don't know if he got to dig deeper or go deeper, or
I'll tell you what's happening. You want me to tell you what's happening?
They cutting it off.
They're not just cutting it
redirecting the
off.
water.
They're redirecting the water. They're pumping the waters out. This is all control because you cannot live without water. Can't live without food. You can't live without water. Water mainly. So those water tables, they're purposely taking that water out because that's a control mechanism. So when you start seeing shit like that happen, you know it's about to pop off.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know what the water situation gonna be. I live near one of the biggest freshwater lakes, and that's why I say I'm not moving because people gonna need somewhere to. I don't know if I have to bus it in, truck it in, whatever I have to do to get it. It'll be a way that they have to get got.
That's why right now we need to put into a plan of action to be able to do all those things. So water trucks, buying water trucks, using water trucks, because we've got a rogue government that's taking every one of our resources away. They're hitting everybody's social security and everything. So once they get rid of the money, you can still survive because then you start to co-op, right? So that's the next move. They're hitting you financially with the federal government, and they're going to go after the co-ops. They're going to try and fight the co-ops. We need to co-op though, because there's no survival without the co-op. We need to start working together.
I purchased 9 acres, and it's not a lot, but with technology, and like, you want to grow strawberries, instead of growing strawberries going out, you build strawberries going up. I'm not peeing, I'm just pouring something in some water.
We know.
But you need to, grow vertically. And stuff like that. So, and you say I was a conspiracy theorist or I was a nut, but yeah, that's exactly what
It's no conspiracy theory. If you can follow the breadcrumbs, this is what we're headed for. This is a neo-Nazi regime we're under right now, and there's no doubt about it.
And that is what Elon Musk is. They are anti-apartheid Africa, and that's what they do. That's what he probably wasn't brought up under most of it. I don't know if it had been eliminated by the time he got there, but his dad who was a major influence.
No, Elon Musk about 50. So yeah, he actually remember. Yeah, he probably remember
parts of it.
Apartheid. Yeah.
The fact that his dad has children with his stepsister says a lot. It says a lot about their personality type.
The Mormon Church, and even if you go back, you will see that even within Christianity, how these older men married these younger women and stuff. It's built into the Christianity.
Well, because it's easy to manipulate and mold a young woman who knows nothing, because she has no mind of her own. And basically, if you hold the thumb down on all her resources, she is going to submit, and that's what they want these young women for: submission and control.
And that is the norm. So when people start saying, "Oh, you're a feminist," I was like, I don't know what y'all grew up in, but you could look back and see why was white people grandma telling them get your education. Why were white women? Because they had nothing when they left. They were destitute when that man walked away.
Yep.
Or traded her in for a new model. Because it was this story in literature that we had to read. When I had to take literature, it's called The Yellow Wallpaper or something. And you know what it was really about? It was about when men basically put their wives away in insane asylums when they no longer did what they wanted to do, or they were bored with them.
And they used to, this is why I'm saying Black women, Indian women, white women, poor white women, they were used as like they used to drill in their brains and do all kinds of freaking experiments and shit. It didn't just happen in neo-Nazi Germany. It also happened here in America. They were doing the same shit.
It happened to Whoopi Goldberg's mother.
No shit.
It happened. And it wrote out. She had electroconvulsive therapy done on her. Yep. And I didn't even think there were Black women problems.
Oh no, it's a black woman problem too. They were doing it on everybody.
Yep.
All I won't say everybody. Women. This is to tell you they don't value women at all.
I just thought we were too broke to be in them circles, but evidently her people went to her. When my circle, they weren't sending us over here. They were just killing us, hanging us, or whatever. But that's what it happened to her mother.
I did not know that.
This thing just came out. I want to say about 6 or 9 months ago or something. I was reading it.
Wow.
But
Can we? Are we playing this? What this machine does? Big
Oh
J?
yeah. I was waiting for y'all to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this though. Real
You
quick.
go fast forward it some to get to showing the machine because they got a lot of little talking.
Okay. Let me go. Yeah. Okay, let me start the 22nd then, because I see the process here.
Cutting edge piece of technology transforming the way homes are built. This advanced robot can construct the walls of a house with remarkable speed and precision. Inside the Hadrian X, an army of high-tech shuttles transport each block from pallet to slab without human intervention, placing them with millimeter accuracy. This is made possible by our patented dynamic stabilization technology. Using a laser, DST measures the movement of the Hadrian X's 100-foot telescopic boom through environmental factors like wind in real time, counteracting them to maintain unprecedented stability. Imagine it, a system that can build the walls of a home in as little as a day, tackling Florida's residential construction market, where 500,000 more homes are needed by 2030. But we know what you're thinking. What about the mortar? The Hadrian
I was just
X
about to
doesn't
say
use
that.
it. Instead, it employs a construction adhesive similar to those used in the clay block construction market of Europe. This adhesive cures in approximately 45 minutes and is twice as strong as traditional mortar, enabling rapid construction and offering environmental benefits. No sand, no concrete, no water. The Hadrian X is already making its presence felt in Florida, partnering with a top global building material supplier to showcase its potential to revolutionize the construction industry by reducing waste, improving worksite safety, and offering unprecedented time and cost savings. This technology is set to transform how we build homes. Join us as we unlock the true building potential in Florida and beyond with the Hadrian X construction robot.
Can I say something what I see? Can I say something what I see?
Yeah.
So those are cinder blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most houses are not built with cinder blocks like that. You know what are built with cinder blocks?
Jail cells.
Jail cells, concentration camps.
No, in Florida they are. In Florida they are. We have what we call, after Hurricane Andrew came through, some houses used to be wood frame, but they used to be concrete block and steel. That is how homes are built in Florida. After Andrew came, they was doing frame homes, but our homes, my mom's home, all of the homes are built like that. They tried for a period of time to stop it, then they brought it back. Recently, I saw a few houses might have been built with frame, but for the most part, that's why when you see hurricanes in Florida, you see roof damage, not the house blown down. You only see roof damage. Our mobile homes, backwoods as we are probably stronger than the building code for most states. But just for our mobile homes, you can't bring a mobile
From the
home.
tie downs. From the tie downs.
You cannot bring a mobile home from another state into Florida. Now, you could take Florida mobile homes into another state because they have to be built to do a certain way, and they're a little more expensive than other mobile homes. But that is how homes are built in Florida. Now, the second floor, they used to do frame. They done started back doing frame. I've noticed because they got an apartment complex going up next to where I work at in Pahokee. But all the bottom floor is concrete block and steel. I'll probably take a picture of it and I can send it to you. And I could send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is how homes are built in Florida. And if they say those homes they're going for, I want to say starting at $289. So with the sale, and that machine costs $1 million. So with the sale of 10 homes, they done already recouped. Now they got 4,000 homes to build. Day and night they could go, and plus they could have more than one going. They ain't gonna just have one going. So yeah. Now, when you don't have those homes, no people building those, when you don't turn your factories into almost all robot, and decreasing, where are the jobs? You gonna have all this stuff. Who gonna be able to afford to pay for it?
Well, just know that if there's no jobs and you have these billionaires, right, pushing all these agendas, the next move is concentration camps. Did you ever see what FEMA had when they had all those stacks and stacks and stacks of plastic caskets and stuff?
That's
And we
the
thought it
thing.
was, yeah,
It's for decreased population because
that
they
part
don't.
right there.
And they won't even give you health care. So they're not going to give you a stipend to stay home. What's the next phase? I mean, what is the end goal? When you have all this technology in place, you don't have people working. What's the end goal?
Yeah, it's depopulation.
Forcing people to have self deletions. I mean, if you create more despair.
Well, they want a white race. So the only population they're going to start raping and forcing white women to have babies. And that's all it's going to be. Everybody else is going to be depopulated. That's what those caskets or the plastic caskets are for.
When you see The Handmaid's Tale, this is what they don't count for. Number one, as far as fertility, people with the highest fertility is, I want to say Africans. They be eating them yams. But but you saw in The Handmaid's Tale when they sent those women to the final punishment place, it was where chemicals and stuff were. Because what they're doing is taking off the fertility of women. So they're gonna do this thinking that they're God, and they're gonna end up with a people that do not have the ability, whether it be due to environmental pollution, to repopulate. And it's gonna really, because if you've killed off the people with the highest fertility rates, and now you've created this situation, and that is the thing.
Well, remember,
I'm gonna be honest. White men think they could play God. They think they can do something and then undo it. For example, when it comes to farming, they absolutely ruin farmlands with this mass farming that they do. Even though they feel like they do a lot of damage, that soil sucks and it has no fertility, and they have to keep putting fertilizers on. Well, Big J, if I showed you a picture of what my dirt looks like from my hometown, it is as black as a tire. Have you ever seen soil like that?
Yes, I have.
That is, they call it black gold. The difference between that soil and where I'm at now, I'm only about 30 miles away, is that soil has worms, which is nature, which worms are nature's decomposers. They chew everything up and they spit it out black. I can actually show you, because I had worm bins. What they do, and those worms being in the soil, when they do that, they deposit that in the earth, and it is one of the best soil amendments that you can have. But because man thinks that they can control everything, and they want to control it, they do that. But you can absolutely have soil fertility, but not at the levels at which they want to mass produce farming and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, they're also not the one thing The Handmaid's Tale didn't show, because it was 1991. Was it 91? No, 2001. One of my coworkers was telling me that they're asking white women to donate their eggs. Okay, so this particular woman donated her eggs. She was my boss. She was, when I say she was the closest thing to a white woman, this woman was ghostly pale. And I mean ghostly pale, like no melanin. I didn't see much. It was, her skin tone was gray. Let me just put it that way. So she donated her eggs. These men have been planning this. We're talking over 35 years now that they've been planning this stuff and gathering women's eggs. So in The Handmaid's Tale, they show these men forcing black women to have sex and have babies. That's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is they're going to seminate her with a white cell, a white sperm cell, and an egg, a white woman's egg, and they're going to force women to be baby factories. That's what the fuck is going to happen.
They didn't force black women. They forced all women to have babies in the hand.
That part too. All women, but all women are going to be forced. All women.
It's gonna be crazy, and it's just so sad that we sitting here, and you cannot convince the world what's going on because they want to live in a security bubble and don't want to do the work. They just want to go to Starbucks and get their coffee and get their nails done. And
I mean,
when
I
I
like
say
it. I
nails,
like
I
to get
mean
my nails done.
everybody nails.
Yeah, I like my nails. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that's part of who I am as a person. My nails. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, but in the sense I'm saying that they just want to block out everything that happens and want to live in a bubble where they don't think about this stuff. And you know, just be preoccupied with stuff. I cannot believe it's still people sitting around having the gender war talk when we in the life phase.
Yeah. And you know what? Also, I'm also also I'm looking at. They keep talking about this meteor that's going to crash into the earth. I keep seeing these reports.
God is going to step in. I'm going to tell you. I had dreams when I was 3. Let me tell you my dream. When I was 3 years old, I had a reoccurring dream, and I know where it's now, what it actually fully means. I didn't realize at 3 years old that these white supremacists were going to do what they're planning right now. And God showed me the vision. I was with over 7 foot tall beings, angels, in a ship, watching white people by the thousands, and I mean fucking thousands, disintegrating before the flame of God even hit them. And now I understand it. Because when this shit pops off and if it goes the way they want it to go, that's going to be the end result. That's when God's going to step in and annihilate.
But you know, there has always been a cleanup crew. And they'll give you signs because years ago, I read how they were finding these worms in like the Arctic or something. Worms are the cleanup crew.
Oh yeah.
Worms are the cleanup crew that come and decompose the dead stuff and revitalize the soil and restart life. And they said in these polar ice caps or wherever it was that we discovered these worms. I was like, that's not good. And people gonna say what they want to say. Worms have been here for millenniums and probably they are the cleanup crew. That's basically what it's like. Oh, let's come and clean
cockroaches and worms.
And they discuss like, I don't really like how that sounds because it sounds like they gearing up, then waking up to come and do some things. You know, is we finna have something catastrophic happen to the earth, and they started over.
Yeah,
I don't think the earth is going to be catastrophic because I feel like God's going to preserve this earth. He's going to come in and he's going to step in and control the power that's starting to happen right now. It's an eventuality.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm glad Wu said, yeah, she see the new reports about 2032. There's a one supposed to hit the earth in 2028. Yeah, I'm looking at these news reports like, well, hey,
Big J, are they really meteors or are they a god ship? Because that's what I feel it is.
They say it's meteors.
Well,
I'm like, okay,
that because they know their time is about to end. They are the Satan. They are the Satan seed. To do this is Satan seed. When it talks about the war between the woman and her seed and that serpent and its seed, that is Trump is that serpent seed. That regime is that serpent seed.
Oh, you went there, huh? Up here, you went there.
I fucking am gonna go there.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
So the war is happening. That woman that is speaking about is the originator of all life. And if she's a black woman, she's a black woman. But that the originator of all life that's spoken of in Genesis, that we come from, that know the point of between right and wrong, good and bad. That serpent has a war between that woman. It's happening.
It's definitely going to be interesting if we be here to watch it. But the only thing I could do is, do my little part in what I see. Maybe I won't even be a part of this. Maybe I won't even be here. Maybe it'll be for somebody else to come in and do whatever. But I just know it was put upon me. 7 years of feast, 7 years of famine. I ain't even no holy roller, but that's just what it was. And when I started gardening, it was for flowers. And my auntie came by, the one who used to make us go to church all the time, and we used to try to get an excuse to get out of going. She said, "You better grow some food." And I said, "You know what? I might need to listen to her." And even though I'm not growing anything now, I'm getting my butt out there and trying to get some stuff going this year because I've been really procrastinating. But
yeah, let's go, Angelica. So
we need greenhouses. We need to do all kinds of stuff. We need to start doing now. I planted fruit trees. I'm in a homeowners association, but I planted fruit trees. But I'm going to tell you, I haven't seen bees in more than 2 years now. So all the flowers, when those fruit trees bloom, there's no pollinators right now. So that's telling you something right there too.
You've got the hand.
I didn't send you my bees. All right, my ass getting stung and shit. Yeah, I'm getting stung and shit. But that was before.
I'll take the sting. I'll take the sting to keep humanity fed. Come on now.
But they probably been, if you live in an HOA or something, they probably spray for mosquito. Well, I don't know where you at. They spray for mosquitoes out here, and sometimes that stuff. But I got enough wildlife out here. I actually had a thing of bees in a tree when I first moved here. Man, that thing broke. When I tell you, them bees had put themselves over the fucking door by morning.
Oh gosh.
No, when I was going out, they was there. But when we came home that evening, they had and my future ex-husband went out there with Raid. But we still got some bees here,
I wish I had bees because I haven't had any lemons or limes or anything since that 2 years, and I gotten lemons before.
You're gonna have to make your beehive. And I know it's expensive. It's expensive. The one that you can make the honey at your house, at your home. It's it's expensive. But unless you want to get some other bee frames and put you some in there.
It costs like what, $400?
Yeah, but I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it in my home. I would get a citation.
Do you have a fence?
Yeah.
Oh, how would they know?
Girl, I'll tell you later.
Just see if, they're flying drones over y'all home.
They do all kinds of stuff, girl. Trust me. I've gotten citations for
move.
I've gotten citations for the dumbest shit. Like the dumbest shit.
When the market be up, move. I be telling people, buy you some rural land somewhere, cause these HOAs, what's really finna ramp up is, they're going to start finding people for everything. In some places, they are already doing it, so they could be able to put a lien and take your house.
That's what they're doing. It's a game. Yeah. I saw it.
And so when I lived in one, I say the next place I go, cause I had spilled some oil in my driveway. I had a car accident and my vehicle had leaked. And they was finding me daily. I ain't really give up because I was going to be moving anyway.
Yeah.
But they would do that. And it's a game. That's the new.
Yeah, because they can put a lien on your house and then take your house. It is a game.
I would not go into a condo. I would not go into a townhouse. I would not go into any CDD or place that has a HOA. I would just give me some land somewhere. Even if I bought a home in a place that just wasn't one of those, because they still have homes in places like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying that, we're not going to be able to change Florida until a different segment of people move to Florida. And Fort Myers, Florida.
I got to ask you guys.
But LaBelle and Moorhaven is more inland and isolated. It's not on the water like Fort Myers. That's why they get more damage, because they're on the water. They're getting that water damage. But inland, Moorhaven, Clewiston, LaBelle, Immokalee, more inland, and they got a lot of area that's not bought up by developments yet.
I got to ask you guys. Okay, so there are some seats up for Democratic in Florida, I think in New York, and I think is there one in Georgia as well? A Democratic seat for representative.
Yeah, I know we have them every election.
Do you think that if the Democrats get those seats, that we can wind this shit down that Trump is doing?
No.
Florida ain't been Democrat for a long time, though. And Democrats not effective at getting people there. Democrats reactive. Right now, Democrats need to be doing education. They need to highlight. I was on a panel on TikTok, and the man like, Biden didn't do nothing for Democrats, and the man came out and said, for veterans. And he said, no, he did something. He did for the people who had to get down and something, and now they could get disability and stuff for that. And the man had been in the army himself, but another person broke it down. And it's like Democrats do not blast their accomplishments, and they need to when they're doing stuff and getting it passed. They need to be using social media more effectively. They need to be saying, this is what we got passed. Now, if you're in this demographic, this is the person who voted against it. This is the person who voted against it. Because of us, you as a veteran have this. These were Democratic policies or Democrats that fought for this. And your representative, if it's in the state of Georgia, they need to say, Georgia, your representative voted against this and your representative voted against this. This directly impacts you. And they haven't been able to do that, and they haven't been able to use social media. They wait until election time to start their campaign. And that's
I feel like if they can break these laws, what they're doing right now, then these Republican seats that are kissing the ring of Trump, they can get fired right now. Because if they can break constitutional law and not uphold their constitutional oath, I feel like they can get fucking fired.
But
without their term being completed.
To remove somebody, you have to have a Congress that's willing to do that. When they hold all the levers, you don't have the people that are willing to do it. I'm sure they could. I mean, they could impeach and remove Trump right now. Is it people not impeach? I'm like, y'all don't matter about impeachment.
They don't got enough people.
But I'm saying
they need to start with these fucked up Republicans like Marjorie Greene. That bitch needs to get ousted right now.
But you got to have the people in the Congress that's willing to do it. And right now they got the numbers. But we need to educate people. They don't need just impeachment because Trump has been impeached. They need impeachment and removal.
They need to
and that's the part. And that's the education they have to go on. We can't just say impeach. It's
they need to educate.
And not an or.
That don't mean he gonna get removed, because if people don't know what's going on, they can't.
Yeah, but that's where the education starts saying, instead of saying, no, people, we don't want just impeachment, we need removal. And they start telling the people so they'll know the language and stuff to do, and just saying, if we impeach them 50 million more times and they don't remove them, it does nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna do nothing.
I think the way they need to campaign, they need to go into these podcast shows. They need to start cussing people out.
Well, this is my thing. If they're not playing by the constitutional rules, then we need to fucking not play by the constitutional rules and get them motherfuckers out. And then we jumpstart the Constitution again. But they need to fucking go.
Democrats
with caution, because the Democrats always want to play bipartisan politics, and the Republicans don't do that.
Nope. But
that's how the Democrats get fucked over.
Yeah, but like, if this was me running, right? If I was a campaign manager or a candidate, and I already told you what I would do, right? I'm gonna use the person who I cannot stand. I'm gonna use Phil the Advisor and Tariq Nasheed, right? I will go in front of the African American Museum and talk about education and talk about how and because Tariq Nasheed was doing all that pro-Republican, we hate Kamala bullshit. No, I'll be right up in the front of that museum talking about we need we need our education system, blah 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 blah. I'll be at Umar's school with my arm on my I'll put my right arm on that sign and tell people about education. Then I go to Boyce Watkins, where he working at. I put my arm right on his sign, talking about well we need financial security. Then I upgrade. I go right in front of Fox News, talking about how Sean Hannity used to be friends with Hal Turner, who was neo-Nazi leader of New Jersey. Then man, you know. I go gorilla.
A long time ago when they created these school voucher systems, is that Black people need to get together and use them same dollars to make our own schools. And I'm not saying just even our own, but to make schools that really, I say it would take one teacher of each subject. Like you have an English teacher, a math teacher, whatever. Because my kids, I had paid for them to go to a small private school, and sometimes they had second and third grade in the same class, but it gave them the individualization. But I say we need, and I can't tell nobody to walk away from their teaching job for a dream, but I say we would need a few teachers, and you would rotate the classes, you know, like they would have periods, even the smaller kids, and you will rotate them to the teacher that teach the subject that they need and create our own schools.
It's gonna happen by force.
I think we needed to take advantage of when they do this thing they're gonna do, this purge, and they do the school voucher system. We need to be in line to get the dollars to create the schools that are for us. But since they laying everybody off, evidently it's gonna be some teachers to do it.
Wu said, I wonder if DEI will allow the census wife to become governor. Yeah, we try to get we got DeSantis trying to get his wife. We see.
Look, even coming up out of slavery,
we
found the money to educate our children. We gonna be fine.
I mean, the preschool I went to was called La Petite. There was a couple of Spanish people in there too, but most of us when we went to kindergarten, we were already reading.
Yeah,
and stuff. So we did have those schools like that, but my mom. But when they create their schools, we need to be using them same tax dollars to recreate our schools. But like I said, I couldn't tell them people to walk away from their benefits, to walk away from that. But this may force us to have to open our own schools and stuff. And since they ain't gonna have no job, they'll be under the school system that they'll have jobs.
Yeah. Hey y'all, I need to go to sleep. I should have been asleep 3 hours ago.
Go ahead.
Yeah. 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 I got to go work tonight. So yeah.
Great conversation, Big J. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I wish I was off though, because it's time is ripe for discussions like this. I might do that the weekend or so. Oh wait a minute. I work the weekend. Well, anyway, but
thank you, Big J, for having me up. Thank you, Koja. Thank you, Queen. This was a beautiful conversation. I appreciate every minute.
Pure Butterfly, are you on TikTok?
No.
Okay, I heard somebody they had butterfly and that kind of stuff. I was like, I was trying to get is that you, Pure Butterfly? But okay,
I barely go on Facebook. And I don't have TikTok. I don't have, what's that one fucking Elon has? I don't have none of that shit.
X.
Twitter. Yeah, Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
to go, Big J. I'm gonna drop down. It was nice talking to you, son. Kiss too.
All right then.
Adios, guys.
Peace out.
All right then. Yeah. I hate to cut it short, y'all. I know it's 3 hours in, but it's I had to go to sleep though, because so y'all be easy, and I'll see y'all next time. And hopefully there ain't no bullshit like what happened last night. I missed all the bullshit from last night. I'm like, man, y'all had all this fun without me and my name been mentioned up and down last night. But anyway, y'all be easy. Y'all take care, and I'm out of here. Peace.